We're in. Do you know what?
Shall I expect a gadget?
Yeah, well, I'll get to that in a moment. I just want to just do one thing. I just want to do one thing very quickly, yeah? You might need to do a little bit of editing. Because the last time we recorded, it was me, you, and Poet, yeah? We made a fucking agreement. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? What I want you to do, yeah, is go back and edit what we talked about in regards to what? Vegetables. Yeah? Who said they were going to be eating what at what time? That's what we need to do. And then what I want you to do is, when you do the edit, go in the group and scroll and see who's been posting what. Yeah? Who's been posting what?
What do we incorporate into our diet, whether we like it or not, vegetable-wise, moving forward? All right, I'll take broccoli.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with broccoli as well. Can I go with broccoli as well?
Yeah.
Let me go with broccoli as well.
And I just need 2 pictures per week. Let me write this down.
I'll write this down as well.
And from you, EA Sports, I need 2 pictures per week. So what is it? And that starts from Sunday, yeah? Oh, my pen.
That starts from today.
What,
but I'm not going to have it in this.
But
I'll give you context, yeah? I'll give you context. I don't know how we got here. No, don't worry. I got something for you. So we was talking about vegetables and shit. And then what was the agreement? We were going to eat we agreed a vegetable twice a week. Twice a week. Me and Poet said broccoli.
Yeah.
So I'm posting in the group. Every once in a while I'm having broccoli, I'm posting in the group. No one ain't posting nothing in the group. You said cauliflower, innit?
I said Brussels sprouts.
He ain't even posted one damn thing.
Brussels sprouts.
I know, he picked a crazy one.
I mean, you could have chose anything.
There's been a lot going on, so I haven't really had time to focus.
I have Brussels.
Allow it,
You see
man.
when man do that, yeah? I get it when it's like something big.
When a man hits you with a there's been a lot
There's
going
loads
on.
going on, so I couldn't eat
Right,
Brussels sprouts. You can't do that. That one doesn't count.
So obviously,
don't-
I'll put in the group. Because I'm saying as well, right, I ain't seen no one posting nothing. Poet starts popping up with a couple of broccolis here and there. Can I tell you something? I don't believe you. I think it's Craig Mitchell's plate.
It's Nando. You're going to do a bit more editing now.
That's good though. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
So come on, fam. That man can't have that. I mean...
That's beautiful, man.
So yeah, my thing is, obviously when you see the broccoli on the Nando's plate, sorry my guy, that can only belong to one person.
Yeah.
Only one person has those privileges. Come
I
on,
hear it.
guys.
Yeah.
But I will say, to counteract your argument, Chuckie was very early with this.
Yeah.
Very early. 9 a.m. I was there at 8:45. That's how Chuckie was moving. Yes, I did arrive at 9:30, but that's me in real life. As for this man... Oh no, I can't see nothing.
One thing,
No arrival.
bro. Not one, even not
Yet to
one.
arrive.
Allow it, bro. And
Not one.
I've had broccoli 3 times, but I forgot the first time, and then the
Yeah, you
second
did.
time
You
I
did
said,
say
"Yo,
that
I'm
you
a,
forgot.
oh,
So hold on.
I'm
So you can't eat
Yeah.
any vegetable. It must be the
No,
one you
we
said.
picked one.
We chose.
And you picked Brussels sprout and you thought you was going to eat it. Bro, you're not going to eat it till like December.
Do you know what you're not gonna eat as well? Like I chose broccoli because I can go so much places and get broccoli. Like, I've never gone to a restaurant in my life and seen Brussels
He was trying to be
sprouts.
cultured. He was trying to just be off. He was trying to be off center. What was yours?
Mine was broccoli.
Broccoli. So you both went with the easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what I mean.
If
If it's twice a week,
technicality though,
Huh?
you know how he's got you on a technicality.
go on.
Broccoli's not real.
What are you talking about?
It's not.
Broccoli's not real.
Especially
you
tender
talking
stem
about?
broccoli. They just got 2 things and put it together.
It's not a real vegetable.
Why?
It doesn't grow on its own.
This is facts. But in our counter argument, because we're in court now,
Yeah.
he agreed to the terms and conditions.
Yeah, he has no good excuse. His
has-
one's real.
Yeah,
His
no,
one's real.
but I mean,
Yeah.
like, even with our one, we all agreed. So if that was a factor, we should have stated it. And we
I'm just
I've
saying that
never
could be
seen
his
bro-
mitigating circumstance that he has it, but neither of you. If I was him, I'd run with that argument. But he's not.
So
wouldn't like to see
with
the-
Brussels sprouts, you have to cook that at home.
I ain't got a mic in it, so.
I've never seen.
Oh, he's dropping that. He got a
He's got a
mic
mic,
now.
yeah, exactly. He's doing that
when
now.
it's convenient.
Right, exactly.
I swear down,
But with Brussels sprout, you have to cook that at home because
Yeah.
I've never gone to a restaurant
see.
and seen on the sides that
Brussels
you could
sprouts.
get Brussels sprouts.
Only at Christmas.
Or you have it like even with sap, like yeah, exactly. I don't even think I've gone to a restaurant and seen Brussels sprouts.
I said this. I've never seen
Only
a
at
restaurant and
Christmas.
seen it.
I've literally, you're shaking it. I literally told you the other day where I've been, what situations I've been in, and you're just throwing me in.
You still
No, I'm
eating,
saying,
though?
bro.
Did you not eat?
Eat what, bro?
What have you not eaten?
In that time where you've been going through what you've been going through, have you eaten?
I'll just say there's no way. Don't give him away because I know this is what he does, puppy dog eyes, and then he'll try and be like, bro, you know what? No, bro. Just it's eating a vegetable.
Right then.
I don't need. I don't need the mountain this time. This can still be the molehill.
Did you eat chips?
Yeah.
All right.
You see there? So if he committed to chips, he'd have done that one.
I'm not gonna say you can't eat shit.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm trying to figure out why this would be difficult. So when you said that, yeah, I just said to myself, what are the obstacles that could potentially be in your way from eating Brussels sprouts? So the only thing I felt would be finance.
All right, listen.
Brussels sprouts are £1.50. Save your excuses for someone.
No,
Well,
I
then
just
save it
can't
for
believe
someone
what you
that
put
cares.
in. Brussels sprouts, how much?
Is that what you put in?
How much are Brussels sprouts? Brussels sprouts. How much?
If I say to you that I have had Brussels sprouts, you won't believe me because I didn't take a picture. So
But my name's not Chuckie. I'm not
Well,
like
you're
that.
right. Yeah, you're right.
There's no point.
No, but you wouldn't lie to me.
You can cook me.
But you wouldn't lie to me.
Yes, I would.
No, that's one of his
So there we
major
go.
things. You know, he don't lie.
I'll tell you
don't
why.
lie.
I'll tell you why I wouldn't have believed him. Because you got to go so out of your way to have that. That why would you not have taken the picture?
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Do you get what I'm saying?
You're only having it to take the picture.
Exactly.
That's it.
It's alright, bro. It's cool.
Are you gonna have?
That is the baddest one when you're having an argument. All right, say no more. Cool with it. Like,
All right. So what's the? Is there a forfeit or does he have 48 hours in order
Nah,
to
rectify
provide
it,
this?
bro.
you gotta rectify it, bro.
So you got 48 hours to have Brussels
I'll have
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts tonight.
Because remember, Chuckie came in and said, Chuckie came in and goes, you haven't had no Brussels sprouts, Paul. Stuck it on me. I was like, do you know what I did? But do you know what, Chuckie? You're right. I went that week, my brother. I went crazy.
Alright, I'll have Brussels sprouts.
Where are the Brussels?
Brussels sprouts, they ain't Tesco.
Well, big man, go take yourself over there and purchase.
They're
You know,
3 for 2.
Brussels
Who the
sprouts.
hell is buying 3 or 2?
I think I'll take you Belgium and make you have Brussels sprouts. You have to eat it.
Well, you definitely have to cook it because you can't just go and get
I'll
it.
cook it. Well, you know what? I'll take a picture and send it.
I know what he's gonna do.
Or make it. What's he
He's
gonna
gonna
do?
take the picture with it,
And not eat
and it's
it.
not cooked. It's just
Yeah, it's
still in
not-
this
yeah,
packet.
yeah.
I want a video of you eating
I'll
it.
cook it. I'll show you the process. I will show
You ain't
you.
got to do that.
Eating it.
I'll know of the cooking, bro.
I don't want to see that.
Boiling
Honey
it.
glazed veg. Boil what, bro?
What? You're honey glazing Brussels sprouts?
Absolutely. Stick that in the oven. I'm there.
I mean, I would laugh, but I can't cook, so I don't even know what's going on right now.
Man's making honey glazed
never-
Brussels sprouts.
I've
You're
never seen-
going for it.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. You know, a man have to sweeten up everything as well.
No, Brussels
Like,
sprouts
that's
are
not the
horrible.
point.
He's gonna. I bet you're gonna throw pine nuts.
yeah,
Pine
yeah.
nuts go. They're sick with it though.
I hate pine nuts.
So you say you doing this Inspector Gadget thing today? Yeah, man, I have to respect that.
The thing is, if Inspector Gadget lived in London, in one of the best parts, then yeah, he probably would look like this.
Hold on,
Yeah.
where did you live?
From my understanding,
America.
yeah, somewhere in America, probably like Springfield or something. Like
Springfield.
That sounds about right, you know.
that. Yeah, Springfield's not real.
Springfield- No, there is a Springfield
No, there
in
isn't.
California. No.
There is a Springfield, bro.
There is.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that's
not where the Simpsons are.
Yeah, I was talking about the Simpsons Springfield.
Oh. How's the man then?
Alive.
That
we
is
give,
where there's
we
life,
give
there's
thanks.
hope,
Yeah,
man.
we give thanks.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Give him thanks.
Yeah, how's the man then? Other than being alive.
I mean, I'm alive now,
Yeah.
but I can honestly say recently some of the things that I've seen in the news make me really
Oh,
happy
God.
that I'm in my 30s and where I'm at. Because if they introduce man go into the war, I believe I might be too old at some
Oh,
point.
Hold on,
my
wait, wait, wait.
God.
But younger
talk about that now?
generation, huh?
We'll talk about that now.
We don't have to, but I'm
What,
just
are
saying
we
younger.
what, is that what?
I
Is
started
Let's do it. Let's do it. So
started
I give
thinking
the
about it.
context.
Go
Go
on.
on, please.
So literally yesterday, I'm not sure who within
Before you
the
continue,
government.
why are you sitting sexy like that?
I know how
What's-
I know
what's
why
wrong with
he
you,
has
bro?
to sit like that.
What
'cause he
is
has to
going
do the
on,
cut
bro?
across, yeah.
I'm
I was
not
waiting.
sitting and looking at me like this. Like my brother, you just sit down over here, so yeah. And now the comments are gonna go, "You're so rude to EA." Big man, you didn't see how he was looking at me. Just because I'm looking
That was
wavy today.
insane.
Don't look at me like that, my brother.
So
Going to war.
We're going to war, my brother.
it says, this was the tagline. Britain must train citizen army to prepare for potential land war. There was a next one. UK army warns citizens to prepare for massive war with Russia. Then
I didn't
the
get that
article
warning.
said ordinary citizens should be trained and equipped to fight in the military in the event of a war with Russia. In a nutshell,
Can I just say something?
they're basically saying war is imminent
With
Russia. And right now, like normal, ordinary citizens will need to be trained for it.
Do you reckon they're gonna go after individuals? Just taking a look at our job now. People that are in specialist fields like us. Do you reckon we're the individuals that end
Specialist fields.
up going? Yeah, such as podcasting at a particular level.
Well, I guess we might be a bit more of a threat to the PR side of things than they imagine.
Yeah.
But they said ground like fighting on
Enemy
the
shield.
ground.
Yeah, like these man, like, yeah. These
We're
man,
enemy
you
shield.
know, we've talked about this before, by the way. Somewhere in episodes before, I've talked about going to war, whether, like I can't even remember exactly what I was saying. Yeah, but I was talking about people being more on convenient war than actually fighting for the country. I had a theory that I felt like, you know what, maybe England might be the most pussy when it comes to that type of stuff. And also, on top of that, ain't no one really trying to fight for this right now. Middle England exists, and obviously they do it's my fucking country lot. Yeah. But you know what? Them lot don't have that. They don't have that thing about them anymore. Remember back in the day with the ball heads and that, they had that thing about them. I defend.
They don't have a few at football matches, a few up and down the country. On a Saturday 3 p.m, you still find a few, but it's
Burnley.
You need more than a few. That's the thing.
They're not going to fight on
You need more. You need more than a few.
But it's the principles led by the country. The people don't believe in them. If the people believed in what the country was saying, they'd be more I guess, prone to say, look, anything you say we're going to do. But even the English lads are consistently in conflict with this country. So they don't even feel attached to it anymore. Obviously, we don't feel attached to it anymore. So then when you say to us, come fight for us, I'm like, my guy, I wouldn't even come and represent you if I had to play for the Olympic side.
There's only a few countries in the world where their citizens are like proud. Like all of their citizens, like we're really proud to be Samoan, or we're really, like the nation, when the nation says we're going to war, where I feel like everyone picks up their stuff, says let's go to war. Here, we'll be like, yeah, we'll see you lots when it's, because
do you remember the Euros? 2016 Euros. Yeah. Did the English not learn anything after they had a little fight with the Russians in the square in Marseille and they got their ass absolutely handed to them? These men were training to go and watch football. They're training to be football fans, to beat you up. And you want me to go to war with them?
Does anyone know why we're beefing Russia right now?
It's about Ukraine, isn't it?
Ukraine.
Yeah.
So it's not just us and Russia. It's like everyone in Russia.
I think there's been a thing between England and Russia for quite a while still.
And then
Russia in the West.
Exactly. And so obviously that might be part of the tipping point. Like, okay, what, you're siding with them, man? All right, cool. I've been meaning to stick it on you anyway. That kind of vibe.
Like that proper little man's England, like big time, because it's, what it is. We're like when you can't get the guy you really want, but I see his brethren.
Yeah, exactly. So what, you're rolling around with America in that? You think that you're
you're
tough?
in the videos. You're all up in the video.
Right, you're all in the video.
Do you know what I don't understand though? Why is it when it's black on black crime, just imprisonate them all, and when it's white on white crime, black people have to choose a side? Why can't we just not be involved?
What do you mean?
When it's black on black crime, you get Trident, you get all of these people trying to throw you in prison or counsel you, or black on black crime, the way it's looked upon like it's a major issue. Well, guess what? This is white on white crime. This has nothing to do with me. I'm not Russian. I'm not English. I'm Jamaican.
Do you know
what?
Go on.
I do think people should learn how to fight and be prepared for war.
Well, some countries do that though anyway.
Like, I'm prepared for war. I promise you.
With the
I
Russians?
don't play COD.
You are prepared for war with Russians.
No, I'm prepared for war with at any moment.
But you're generalizing. I want to be specific. I'm going to go back to it. Let me paint the picture. It is the summer of 2016. France is hosting the Euros. I have the courtesy due to my life to go to Marseille to watch this wonderful display. And it's England versus Russia. On the day it finished 1-1. Before we show you what happened in the square, in the game that I was at, watching with my eyes and my good friend Vision, I watched Russian fans climb over the fencing to prevent them and the England fans from coexisting, and them chasing the England fans all the way across the stands. That's just one time. In the square, we got our asses handed to. I say we, I'm not English. They got their asses handed to them. How are you prepared to war with these guys?
Because I'm assuming all of those are fist fights, so I'm prepared.
Oh no, they had batons, they were all type. Like these man, the Russians are crazy. I have no problem with them. They support Africa.
I'm prepared for fist fights at most times, but
Fair enough.
it's different when you got 30 Russians.
I don't know
running
who
towards
fist
you.
fights in a war, by the way.
I think that's what they're doing. Well, surely that's what they mean, unless they mean for us to go and get guns and figure out how to use them.
Wait, what do you mean? What? So you think that they're
saying
talking
we're
about
gonna
having
have
you
ground
think
war with them here in London?
what? You think this is going to be a
This ain't a home game.
well, you think it's going to be a square dance? Man are just going to be just
No,
punching.
they're capping, man. They're capping, man.
What? So basically, the Russians that live here are going to be on smoke with the British people that are here.
That's what I'm thinking, no?
Nah,
Otherwise, how
I don't see it like
what?
that.
They think they're gonna parachute in? Like,
Yes!
It's an away game, bro.
and what? And just start matching up civilians?
Big man, what? Big man,
No way.
big man. What do you think they mean by trained citizens?
Another question, because now
They can't be doing it to do karate.
We're striking fear into me. What part of England do they want to go to?
It's London.
The whole lot.
It's gotta be London.
No,
It's the
because
whole-
you're not gonna go. Why would you go to like England and just mash up the hood that the England don't
big
even care
man.
about anyway?
Big man.
Wouldn't you want to go Buckingham Palace? Wouldn't you
do you
want
know
to
how
go
big-
to Canary Wharf?
Look at the size of Russia. Just look at just the land mass of Russia. Look at the land mass of the UK.
Yeah.
These man would easily be thinking, if this is a thing, we're exterminating, bro.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. No one's gonna go fly to Russia.
What, you
and
think they just come in there to just lick one, bro?
Hear me out. I'm not gonna go to Russia and just smash up fucking woods with
It
some
just
bears.
don't- it
I'm
don't
just
make no
saying,
sense
where's
to
the
try and lick down and see if he's
everything?
local.
Yeah, it just doesn't
Like,
make
as in
sense.
you're gonna have to hit monuments.
Fuck it. Let's go smack up Lidl. Like, I don't think that's their target. So
I just
what's
don't think
their
they'll get in.
target?
These man have got more than that,
think
though.
they're gonna get
These
in.
man
I
have
don't
got,
think
because remember, you got to think about it like this, yeah. This on the ground thing, they've been doing that. Anthrax in a man's curry and that, and injecting man. They've been doing that from long time. So the next thing is now, is this what you're carrying on with?
And practicing the curry's cold.
Yeah, that's a mad move.
That's insane.
And then the other
though.
thing was, what's the other thing? When you
And
walk
then-
in,
but
when
they-
you're in the airport now, and then they just get the one napkin,
Yeah.
and then put that underneath your nose.
Yeah.
Make
No,
that
no,
start
you
weakening up your.
My man opened his door, innit?
Oh
They
yeah,
said
of
we
course,
were
same
on about
thing.
For ages.
Yeah.
The guy that they said it was the Russian spy that did it. That he opened his door, but
Yes.
he had poison on his door handle.
Yes,
And then he got,
they've been doing that.
So, yeah, but
so the
then-
next part is, oh, so you think that by doing this, that this is going to be the move? All right, then I'm going to exercise how much of a pussy are you? You got to think that they're looking at Putin is looking at it from a roadman perspective. Is this what you're on? You're rolling with them, man. I'm telling you. And remember, he did say it as well, didn't he? In a conference, didn't he say? What was his words?
You will see something that your history has never experienced.
What does that look like?
Alright, cool.
When he's sorry, Pa, I ain't done.
this is
Remember,
mad.
he's
That
saying
people
you will
can't be
see something that your history has never experienced. Remember, this history has gone through war. So if he's saying that we're going to see something that this history has not experienced, what do you think that means?
I think
a
it means
fist fight.
that, it means because you know there's rules in war. I think it means that he's gonna.
There's
ignore
rules
the
in war.
Yeah. So for example,
Palestine.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's
there's
meant
no
to
rules.
be.
Is there
There's-
rules being
there's
followed
meant to
now?
be rules. Of
Right
course
then.
there's not. Of course there's exactly. So my thing is, I grew up watching wrestling. War is raw, and the other way around as well.
So what's SmackDown?
What is SmackDown?
It doesn't matter what SmackDown.
Them man are coming in.
bro.
One
Bro, I
day,
don't know
do you know
what
what though? And this is, it's a horrible thought, but maybe, hopefully it doesn't happen, innit? But there is a chance that one day, man can get a phone call. I'm going to find these clips, 'cause I can't remember what episode it was on, but we talked about this. But one day, there might be a phone call where we say, rah, are you seeing what's happening in Piccadilly right now? Man are landing in parachutes, you know?
And at that point, what do you think? Just suppose you phoned me and you said, hey, them man are mashing up Piccadilly Circus. What would I say? I wouldn't say to you, should
go
we
back
pull
in.
up?
You didn't say what?
I wouldn't say, should we go pull up?
Nah.
But the thing is, you know, sometimes I'm still gonna go back to what I said originally because it still doesn't make sense to me. Man can't be in beef with Russia and go and smash up a forest. I don't think anyone in Russia goes, boy, fucking hell, they just killed a couple bears. No one gives a shit. So in England, you're not gonna go and smash up Tottenham High Road like we do that. I'm talking about if you're Russian and you want to get to the English. What do you don't mash up the hood? So essentially, I
Big
think
man,
some of
it's
us might
all
be cool.
one. But you got to look at it like
you're in
this. It's
Buckingham
ignorance.
Palace- but I think if you're in
they're
Buckingham
not-
Palace,
do you think in
you
war
gotta
they're
worry.
looking at like they're not looking at all right? wait, let's think these lot are going to be out. They're just looking at, you know what? We got a bomb. Let's just say we got a bomb.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, let's just mash.
That's not true. That's not true. In 2011, when all that stuff was going on, they single-handedly pinpointed areas they wanted to attack in London.
Probably,
London
yeah.
Undergrounds in central London. London buses in central London. Yeah. When all that bombing was happening in Tottenham, we're good. What we have to worry about
my
is
thing
man
is
round the
this,
corner.
yeah.
and start attacking you.
Bro, let me just
I
go with what
think-
Poet is saying. I hear it, and you're being wildly optimistic, and I respect
I want to
it.
be safe.
Yeah, I hear it. But in war, when it does get to war, I hear it. There are little bits and pieces that are pinpointed and whatever else. But I'm not saying that this will happen here, because I don't think it will happen here. But you think that they just been pinpointing stuff in Palestine?
No, but that's a different thing.
You think that that's what's going on?
So the reason why that's a different situation is because Palestine, as a place, from my understanding, doesn't have things that London has. So
Still
if I'm
got-
going
no,
to
it's
go
got
to war
things,
with you, I have to diffuse you. I'm not going to go to smash things up for no reason. I have to make sure whatever resources you have, your defense is weaker. Now, both smashing up Tesco's in fucking Tottenham Hell doesn't make their defense weaker. So I don't think they're going to be. It can't just be
I think
anything.
we're just scared.
They're
scared.
It has to be
Maybe.
art.
I'm just saying.
There's an
Do you know
art to
why?
it.
Yeah?
But I hear it.
You
but
can't
it's
just
war.
pull up. It's not Ukraine, bro. You
can't just
pull up
do-
on your.
yeah,
on your-
it's not
on
like
your-
that.
on
Big
your
man,
tractor,
it's
not the
war.
tractor. What's the tank?
And
You can't
just
just pull
pull
a
up
tank
like
and roll
it's-
over a
nah.
fence and now you're in the country. We're surrounded by ocean. Like, you can't just pull up on us.
It's a
You're bad-
different thing.
Do you know what? That's the
It's
real fact.
war.
You can't just pull up on.
And when
I know
you-
you think
No,
you
you
can.
I know.
can't. You can throw a bomb, though. You
From
can.
where?
You can
From
actually-
where?
But I don't. It's war.
Yeah,
But
but
Chuckie,
I
it's
can't.
not-
Even
life's
if
not like
even
that.
if I've been in the gym all week, I can't defend against that. So why are they telling me to get ready? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
There's
because
something else I
what
go
war?
on. There's something I
What
just
war
think.
are we looking at?
Yeah, what?
I just want to know.
Interested.
I need these papers.
Maybe it is a thing of if it does happen. Remember what happened in Ukraine as well, yeah? When them two was going at it and that, yeah? Wasn't there a situation where they started going out? I don't even know exactly who was doing that, but they were giving out just straps to just the citizens that were living
In
there.
where?
In Ukraine.
But I'm saying to you, see Ukraine.
So
and
maybe
the places
if
you're mentioning, they're not London. Like them places. For God forgive me for a
We're
better
too
word.
arrogant.
They
We're too
come like
arrogant.
a
This is
third
why we're
world
gonna get
country.
something.
Do you know what I'm coming
This
from?
is
They
why
come-
we're gonna get something because we're too arrogant.
No,
we
it's not.
think it can't be us.
No, Chuckie, you're
I
missing
just
what I'm
think-
saying
I
to
would,
you.
I wouldn't be trying to run up on England.
Yeah,
because that's,
it's not-
Do you know what it is? That's,
England's dangerous, you know,
You're
bro.
trying to lick the.
You're optimistic
yes,
and
he's
arrogant.
got all the peace.
You're optimistic
that
and
guy
arrogant.
over there, you know that guy. He's got all the bread and all of that, but you know he's difficult to run up on. Like that's just the
Now,
fact
England
of it.
are
So
difficult to
you
run
have
up on.
Of
I'm not
course it is.
disputing that.
So
But I'm just saying, don't be arrogant.
No one's being arrogant. What I'm asking you to do, because what is you're
Yeah, you're
generalizing.
right. I'm not arrogant.
You have to.
I'm
But
not
Chuckie,
arrogant.
Chuckie,
I
you're
don't want to.
generalizing stuff, and I'm not saying you have the answers, but I'm saying it's not as simple as that. You're making it seem so simple, and I'm like, England, from my understanding, I've done some research recently about the Second World War, and I really want to question who the cunt is. I think they're all cunts. My point is this: like, they've been for so long. This is the type of man that you would have punched him up time ago if it was that easy. It's clearly not that easy to just come London or come England with planes and all. It's just not
It's got
that
bare
easy.
enemies.
So
But
I'm like,
enemies
But this is my point
how
being because
is the enemy
this is
going
the thing.
to
I
attack?
can't allow you to end like that because I'm not saying it's easy. Because if it was easy, it would have been done a long time ago. My thing is what I'm saying is that because England have carried on with fuckery for such a long time,
Agreed.
and it is so difficult that one day when it does happen, it's gonna be a madness.
Yeah.
That's my point.
My thing again, and I so to stick to it. I stick with what Dan was saying prior. I don't know how complicated it is coming after you because it's never been done before. But I've smashed that up and I can get away with it. So you know what I'm gonna do? Look for that equivalent loads of times and keep smashing that up to draw you out. Because and there's an art like that. And I'm not saying we're not gonna get attacked, but it's just not gonna be as easy as going to smash up Ukraine. It's just
100%.
not.
Like,
It's
I'll be
just
honest.
not.
When Putin decided to run up on Ukraine, he would have done it. Not like that's a chess man. Like he knows exactly what reaction he's gonna get from the rest of the world, and he's almost willing it to happen so that he can play his next move and his next move. He knows if I keep doing this over here, he's gonna come out to play event. He's got something. I don't know what it is. I just want to. Yeah, I don't want no drama.
Yeah,
Neither do I.
I don't want any drama. I want the world to be at peace. I don't even understand why everyone's warring each other. I get it because it's gone too far, and there are certain countries that are just so in the madness that like you can't undo it now.
Yeah.
But like, see how like Germany's kind of sat the last couple bits of wars out because they went mad in the 20s and in the 40s. They was in every beef.
Yeah.
And now they're
Yeah,
sitting
but
like-
have you heard about that beef?
And now
I went on
it-
some
and now it's
research
England.
about that German beef, yeah? The way they went about it was so wrong. They've done a mad thing. God knows
they
what
were
they're...
horrible.
But when you find out why they were pissed off, you start questioning yourself, Chargy.
Well, I
when you
just-
find out why the Germans are pissed off, when you're going over there and everything's overpriced
Listen,
in
it's
Germany.
the same
and
thing as what you always say, dancer.
Dance a yard
Go for
before
your
you
dance.
dance up.
Right.
Don't need to go over there.
Wait,
They
who?
don't need to come over here. We don't need to go over there. Everyone just.
No, but I'm telling you, if you just do it, Scribs came to my house the other day
Yeah.
and started putting me on some knowledge, no homo, on a couple of things that are happening in the world and have been happening. My guy, the biggest cunts on planet Earth are England and the United States. So that's why I agree with Chuckie. Something will happen. But they've been pricks for so long and they've played people like, don't worry, you go deal with that and you go deal with that. When you read, just read about the Second World War. Read about the Jewish community, what they were doing, the Germans, the English, and the Americans, and Palestine. Read about that, and you'll realize Chuckie is right. We are fucked, but I would like to know how they're going to do it, because it's not as easy as smashing up Ukraine.
Big
It's just not that easy.
Big man. Hear what I'm saying? You're right, and I agree with you.
They're pretty-
But if we knew how they were going to do it, it just wouldn't happen. When it happens, we didn't know how they were going to do it.
No, but you know, for example, put it this way. In anything, for example, we watch football. I know how a team's not going to play. I know all the things they're not going to do. But you see the things they're going... and I know loads of things that they can possibly do. Which one they're going to choose, I have no clue. But we have to prepare ourselves for all the things that they could possibly do. So I'm saying, in war, we know the things that these guys are not going to do. But you see the things that they can possibly do? Can we figure out what they are
Here's
so
the
we
thing,
can
That's
this is
my
why-
point.
This is why
But that's
every
my-
country
but
is
that is my-
making the crazy nuclear weapons that, to my knowledge, you can't really
just smash up the
Yeah.
whole bottle?
Yeah, as in you can't really defend against them. It's like bringing on a Haaland. Like you're in
brother-
trouble. You got to back up. But I'm hearing they're making like missile defense units because they know someone's gonna try and send a major rocket.
Have you seen the
And
drones?
then now they got weapons to shoot the rocket.
Have you seen the
Yeah, it's
drones?
nuts.
It's too stressful.
Have
for
you seen the
everyone.
drones?
No.
The drones that are flying like a camera, and it was what they showed. What I always watch this crazy stuff on Twitter. There's a guy. He's by his tank. He looks up. He sees the drone. When I say his whole world crumbles, I'm thinking this shit's just a drone. He's running. The drone's following him. He's like, next thing you know, you just see spark. You see a tank, and you see flesh everywhere. So the war is crazy. The drones are bombed. Like they're just drones for the war is
Oh, he
crazy.
saw the drone and he because
And he
the drone
knew was
yeah.
gonna-
He knew it was a
gonna
thing.
go.
He knew it was a thing, yeah.
He's seen it and just said,
Yeah, I'm out of it. Oh, this is
my
mad.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why he didn't jump into the tank. I would have, because it looks like he's prepared for those types of things. But yeah, he died anyway. So yes, there's multiple.
Can I
ways
just say?
they
Can I
can
just
kill you,
say?
attack you.
I hope you're both right.
I
Bro,
don't.
this is not a war.
It's not a war.
No,
I don't wanna
but I mean,
be
no,
here.
I mean, I hope you're both right in the sense of, in the worst case scenario, in the very worst case scenario, you know what? They target a Big Ben, you know what I mean, or they just target a, you know, a London Eye.
But you know what?
That's still bad. That might be the day I decide to go there, resign and Cleveland.
Yeah,
I need
true.
to know
I hear
what
that.
is
No, I hear
going
that.
on.
I hear you. I
Do you know
hear
where I'm
you.
coming from? So
I
I can
hear
go,
you.
you know what? For example, when the COVID thing was happening,
Yeah.
you don't know there's going to be multiple things that can happen. So you prepare for those things, such as the water supply might be down. Everyone's leaving their yard to buy water, to buy toilet paper. So you prepare for the things and the information you have. That's what I'm saying. In this discussion, I want to know how they possibly could attack us. We
But
know
the thing is,
Buckley's
but,
trained.
always a way- I think you use
and my thing
insiders.
is that like
Insiders.
I think that we probably haven't been attacked in a mass way because maybe England has been so good at being able to prevent that from happening. Also with the backing or whatever else, yeah. But nothing is possible until it's possible.
Yeah.
And then when it becomes possible, you then can prepare yourself for the next time that it happens. But there's always, when there's a will, there's a way.
And there's always, we've seen enough films where they train a child from like 1 year old to become an Englishman, and out of nowhere, like he remembers his assignment and he's all of a sudden
My
against
father.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I
Because
did-
I guess a lot of that is like infiltrating, innit? It's like,
bro,
if you
like,
just
it's
could
inside
infiltrate a
jobs.
thing, yeah, if you could, chess.
Inside jobs.
What are they going to sacrifice? Is it London? Is it Scotland? Is it Newcastle?
The thing is, yeah.
Because imagine they smashed up something worth a lot of money and then it got placed into our taxes
Francis
that we had
smashed
to
up
flip
something.
in. Smash up something really, really worth a lot.
Yeah.
And then we have to pay it back as the general public.
Which we would probably have to do.
All of a sudden, they're attacking the country in a different way. They're making them hate themselves, making them kill themselves. But smash up the country, they'll pay for it, and then we're gonna go, why are we paying for what they've done?
And then
all
before
of a
you,
sudden,
then it's a civil war.
there's a civil war, and us
wanna
joining
go
that
to
is
trouble.
even easier. It's even
Yeah.
easier us joining that because now we can section out the people that we don't like to who we do like.
Well, there's quite a few countries anyway where it's like mandatory. When you get to a certain age, you get like 2 years of training or 3 years of training. Or
A lot of
whatever.
countries have been in war. Like for example, I think for America's entire existence, it's only been at peace for something like 20 odd years.
What?
Like it's always been at war with someone.
Yeah,
Serious?
yeah. Well,
So
you know.
like, it's just like, I don't get how. But this is expensive. You can't even beef my man from Acton or wherever it is or whatever area without having bread.
Yeah, for
Imagine like having to beef like China,
Oh, forget that.
bro. We're not. It's not far off.
Yeah.
Like we're right there.
Oh, forget
Ain't
that.
ain't China and Russia kind of like?
They're
Yeah.
brethrens.
What do you
That's the
mean?
next thing.
There you go.
You see what the Russians are?
So this is when you look at it in road terms, them man are looking at Putin and saying, "Listen, brother, if whatever you're on, I'm on."
And
Brother.
you know, don't blame me because my cousin's coming out of jail any second.
Yeah,
It's that
it's
kind of thing.
Yeah.
My bro, he's been talking wicked about you.
Yeah.
And he's ready to pull up any second now. Please just make this easy. Don't make me call him. Because
Yeah.
him, that's China.
That's a mad thing.
And
China's
you
on a
got
vibe of.
that Kim Jong-un
Yeah.
guy. Bro, he
Ain't he dead?
He pretended he was dead just to see what his enemies would do.
Yeah, there you go.
These guys are different.
He's serious.
exactly.
This is
So
not...
he's alive then.
Who's our guy? Who's our Rishi Sunak?
Yeah, and men are fighting for him. Hey,
When you see 70-year-old Vladimir Putin fighting bears, I just think
Bro,
even the
man-
10-year-old
with his top off.
Man,
With his top off.
my man saying, I will do stuff to you you've never seen in your history. The other is faking his death just to see what you lot would do.
Yeah,
Rishi Sunak is just,
party did I before?
Bro.
yeah, and making up and,
That's
just,
it.
and making up these
Hopefully he
stupid
gets the
laws
next
every once in a
election.
while. Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
It's different. We're not in position to beef anyone.
Exactly.
Just don't beef anyone.
And what Putin does, yeah, when he does his talks, yeah, he spits some real talk. I'll send one talk he spoke about Africa, yeah. Little things like that scare me. Because where he's kind of shed light and said, yo, the Europeans are smashing you man up, you know, like don't. And then you're seeing South Africa coming out recently and saying, yo, so they're aligning their power, they're acknowledging their power. They're going to acknowledge their journey of pain and they're going to go, do you know who stood beside us? The Russians.
Yeah.
Before you know it, I don't even know who's back in
Bro,
America.
it's the West first the rest. When
Yes,
you look at
that's
it properly,
exactly it.
It is the West first the rest. The West has done some wickedness throughout time.
Yeah.
And everyone's beginning, you know, like to turn the screw on them and be like, actually, you see, you lot,
You lot are pricks,
we're
bro.
done with you lot, man.
What
keep
you
trying to
are you
point
are you
out-
going to show us
I
something?
want to show you something. You guys are gonna die at this.
But how long?
It's like 5 minutes.
It's fine. It's a long time. It's too long. Just
You can
30
watch
seconds
it.
is always cool.
Espionage hunt is a witch hunt.
I'm not gonna lie though. Five like
We're gonna have to cut it
you
out.
can't do that.
I'll find a bit. I'll find a bit.
It's real small, and you need to live.
Could you pause for a second, because for the audio listeners, so just give me context and then me and Chuckie or can feed it through the microphone.
Oh
What's
yeah,
going
so
on?
Andrew Mark questions this Chinese spokesperson for the CCP, which is their political party, and he basically says like, is China a threat? And he licklemans the whole of the UK and what he says.
Basically,
I
in
do
a
wanna hear
in a
it.
nut-
I can't
in a
lie.
nutshell, what in
Yeah.
a nutshell, what does he say though?
What is, yeah?
So he's like, you think you're good at this, you're not. We're better. We're better at this. We're better at this. So is UK is not in a position
To be a threat to us in
to
the
be
first
saying,
place.
Are we a threat? It's like we should try to be friends because you can't handle this.
Yeah, like basically.
You should be saying, are you a threat?
So
Like,
basically,
yeah.
basically, it's like the word threat isn't even a part of this thing.
Yeah.
Because you're so much of a pussy, yo.
You're just not levels.
Yeah.
Do you know what? My brethren, I'm not going to my brethren. There's a guy in Tottenham that one time we were sat round and he said to somebody, do you know what, my brother? I'm not going to beef you because you're not willing to go as far as I am.
Right then.
I
Yes.
said, you know what,
Yeah,
lads?
yeah.
I'm going home. Football manager just
Yeah. That's a serious man, you know.
When he's doing prison for a very long time right now.
Yeah, that's a
Very long
serious
time.
man.
Come
Like,
on.
no, when you're gonna do this, know that like
Yeah.
this is gonna go to a crazy place.
How can a
So,
man look at you in your eyes and tell you that though?
huh?
The first comment.
This is by far the most respectful way to say Britain is nothing.
That's the first comment, you know. And the thing is, you see the Chinese.
By the way, for anyone who wants to watch it, it's on LBC's YouTube channel, and it is entitled "Is China a Threat?" by Andrew Marr. Well, Andrew Marr questions CCP spokesperson.
What I don't understand is, if I've got 100 people in my estate, why am I going to beef an estate with 2,000 people? Like, why? It doesn't matter what I have in my estate.
Yeah.
Like, they have 2,000 people. There'll be one nigger in that estate that I know how to sit down in his house and orchestrate the whole thing. So when I take a look at the population of China,
Yeah,
I know the English people in the you get me, watch this show.
Give me the
I know
big
you
4-5 and
what
I'll
are you
just try and
doing?
protect my family.
What are you lot doing?
Come drop me
You
off the
see
big
me?
4-5 and then just let me.
I want this dealt with before there's any beef, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want you lots as any problems.
Yeah.
It's just, it don't make any sense. Beef in China.
Yeah, why am I
Everything
doing that? Like,
is
why am I
Chinese.
doing that?
And you know what? Because I know the Chinese.
Why am I doing
The
that?
Chinese ministers and them, man, the PMs, they watch this show as well. So Chinese people.
Is
and
your
Russians-
son doing it?
Let me tell you something. Yeah, you see the people in
And they
England.
are trained for conflict.
They're
Yeah.
arguing that they want a war, but they're not going to be affected. It's people like me and my boy beside me, Chuckie, obviously EA Sports. We're the ones that's going to be affected. Smash up Buckingham Palace and them. Actually, don't. No. But if you're going to, leave us alone. Leave the
Listen,
council.
everyone needs to just make peace. Make
Yeah.
peace and get along, man. If you've got reparations to pay them. If
And do you know
don't
what we're
say
like?
that. Let's just.
My bad. Fam, talking about. Anyway, we'll get onto that. Honestly, England's
Yeah.
terrible, you know.
You keep going.
Brother, fam, do you know what they're doing to Ghana?
Yeah, go on, keep going.
They're loaning back their Ghana's gold to them. They're loaning back. I've robbed something from you and I'm loaning it back
Yeah,
to
What do you
But
mean?
you know what it is?
Context.
It's-
Context.
Brother, let me
Jimmy's
go and
dick.
find it. I think I might have
They're
texted
taking
you.
their gold supplies.
Wait, was this in your howlers?
Yeah, but I'm bringing
Oh
it
no,
up
no,
now.
no. We can do it. We can.
I don't honestly.
Do you want a howler section it?
I don't.
This seems
I
bigger
don't
than
even know what I
ours.
want anymore. I think it's just incorporating this, man. This country. All I'm gonna say is go back to the podcast back in the day when I said, "Pay me to leave." Everybody got on me. And
But
look at this.
but big and serious though, if you are gonna leave, because one day if it does get on top, it's gonna be hard to leave. So maybe sometimes when you're hearing these conversations about leaving, sometimes because if you keep saying, you know what, Nick, next year, next minute gate closed.
I tell you this. Prepare.
Here's the big 4-5.
There you go.
There-
Do
yeah.
you know what though? I'll be real. Big and serious. Not that I could survive in there, but I'd rather be there. If it comes to going in prison or going to war, write me a letter.
Oh, what you're going to say?
Write me a letter.
Cuff me.
Write me a letter.
Well, look, let me say this here. This is one of the last things I will say here, is that I always talk about Middle England because obviously this is Middle England, isn't it? Yeah. But I will say that I think that this country, there's two things that is going to go against this country a little bit, yeah? One is the fact that they always, or have been, trying to find new creative ways, especially in the last 6-7 years, to fuck people. Yeah, that's one thing that they've been doing. And the second thing is that, you know, you do have certain countries that have they have this thing where when you get to a certain age, you got to go in the army and you got to do this and you got to do that. It doesn't really work like that here. And now you can't really implement that now. I'm not sure if people are even still applying to go for the army, because you keep seeing things all the time. Oh, you know, they want people to apply to go into the army and all of that, yeah? Enough people in that dead, arms coming off, legs coming off, all these type of things. And people, we have a lot of information now to see that certain things that we're doing is a little fuckery. So some people don't even want to join that now. So you add that to the fact that, because the country is so broken, people don't necessarily want to fight for it so much anymore. People might not necessarily want to fight for it anymore. You can't now just start implementing when you get to a certain age, you should now go to the army and that. Because people will look at that and say, what? Yeah. You should have done, if you were going to do that, you should have been doing that generations ago. Yeah. So that now when situations like this come up, it's normal that, you know what, when you're 18, 19, 20 or whatever, that kids are going to the army and learning how to do certain things. But that's not our normality. So now when you say to us, listen, you might have to train for, a fight with so-and-so. People are looking at it like, fight who? Yeah. For what? For you. Are we off the war now?
We're off the war. Let's go.
Cut that part.
All right, so boom, come back from Jamaica now. Yeah. Let's talk about that. There's some stuff to talk about. Hey, boy, we won't go to Jamaica together. You gotta go. Nah, you gotta. Huh? Who?
Them man are- them
I
man
know
are
they are.
Jamaicans.
Where you going?
I have to.
You ain't got another 10 minutes in you. Go on then, strong.
He said I got
So you know what? Yeah, I'm
three
gonna
of us
break
can
some
go
things down quickly, innit? But I have to talk about the negative before I talk about the positive. And the most important thing to note is, yeah, that the whole thing was everything I needed. It was beautiful, and I don't ever have anything bad to say about the country that my parents are from and whatnot. I like it is. There's so much to discuss, but there's one bit that obviously I know is what more people would want to know. Imagine, yeah, I was talking to Poet about it. So boom, my thing was, when I go to Jamaica now, I'm not going to book too much. I'm just going to have a spontaneous one, innit? So I get a rental and I'm going to go and just do my thing. So I booked one place to stay and I booked a rental. So obviously now, yeah, why did you put that up, bro? So anyway now,
That looks nice, man. I won't lie to you. That looks so nice.
there's a story behind that picture, but I'm not going to get to that yet. Anyway, so they said to me, in the email, they said to me, listen, when you get to the airport, someone's going to be outside the airport with your name on it. This is for the rental, innit, yeah? So they're going to be outside I think they said they was going to be outside at like 7 o'clock. I get to Jamaica at 6:30. So I didn't go outside straight away. I just sat inside until it was, I got my bag at 6:30. So I'm just sitting, waiting until 7. I've walked outside. There's nobody with my name on it. I've seen people outside with like things and whatnot, and there's this activity going on, but there's nothing going on with my name on it. So I wait for like 15 minutes, still nobody. So I ring the company, innit, yeah? I said to the guy, oh, yeah, I'm outside the airport waiting for like someone to be there or whatnot. He straight away says, yeah, McCall, you're back. So I'm saying to him, but I said, wait, do you not need my name? So I didn't put my name. I ain't giving him, big man, I ain't giving him booking reference. I ain't giving him nothing. He just said, McCall, you're back. So I said to him, do you not need my name? He said, what is it? So I told him, and then he said, all right, cool. So then he puts the phone, put the phone down. I'm waiting for the call back. 15 minutes later,
know it's not coming.
I didn't come. So I ring him. He said, oh, yeah, I was meaning to call you back. He said, yeah, we're on the car now. So I said, all right, cool. So I'll wait now. Next 10 minutes now. So this time it's 40 minutes I've been there now, yeah? So I rang him. I said to him, the driver's still not here. He said, yeah, man, him soon come. So I put the phone down again. Wait the next 10 minutes. Now I'm a little bit, you get me? So I rang him back. I said to him, yo, like I've been here for a minute now. I still can't see him. Like where, you know what I mean? He said, yeah, man, him soon come. He goes, walk up to the police station where the police station is. Wait there, him soon come. So I'm waiting there now. An hour's gone by. There's a Chinese lady that's in front of me, yeah? And you know, like, there's a lot of Chinese people in Jamaica, and this Chinese woman was cussing in patois. She must have been waiting for somebody. She's out there cussing for ages. So me and her start talking and that. Anyway, now, I've rang the man because I've been outside for like an hour, 5 minutes or whatnot. And I'm saying to him, brother, he's still not here. He said, yeah, when him come. I said, but that's not going to help me though. He said, nah, him soon come. So anyway, now, about an hour and 20 minutes later.
Him come.
Yeah. Brother. So 15 minutes later, bro. So maybe another 15 minutes later, the man's he's like, I've seen him now. So I'm saying to him, I thought you forget about me, kind of thing, innit, yeah? So anyways, he's like, nah. So we've done the paper thing, we've done all of that. By the time I've left Kingston now, it's like 9 o'clock. It's late, bro. So now I'm driving from Kingston to Ochi, which is about an hour and 20 minutes now, because there's a toll road. If you go around the hills, it's way longer.
No way.
But there's a toll road, yeah?
I said, no way around the hill.
Nah, no way. No way. So anyway, now, I get to the place that I'm supposed to be staying at now. There's a man with he's like holding the bar, you know, you lift it up to let the cars go through or whatever, yeah? So I get there, and I say to him, yeah, I said, where's the check-in sort of thing? He said, there isn't one. I said, well, I'm supposed to be staying here, whatever. I'm supposed to check in. He said, check in, done. I said, so then how do I get into the place then? I said, I'm supposed to be staying here. And he's looking at me and he's saying, he's confused. So he said, nah. He said, this is what you got to do, yeah? He goes, spin around. He said, spin around. So I spin the car around. He said, you want me? I said, no. Go on. Boss, all right, no. Go on up, sir. boss I left, boss I right, no, I'm go down right this one, boss I right, and then boss I left and boss I right, and go round so boss I right. So I'm like, he said, and then you'll see you'll see Sky Castle. That's what he's telling me. You got to go to Sky Castle, yeah. Dan, as I've spanned the car around and he's telling me this, on the wall it says Columbus Heights and Sky Castle on the wall where we are right now. But he's telling me I gotta come out and boss a left and go on so and boss a right and go down and boss a right and left and boss a right. So anyway, now
This guy's high.
I'm driving and I know Ochi, so I know it. I know that there's only so many lefts and rights you can do anyway.
Yeah.
It's not one of them places where you can. It's not like Kingston. So anyway, I'm driving around whatever, and I'm asking some people, do you know where Sky Castle is and that? No one don't know where it is. So I go back to him and I'm saying to him, brother, nobody don't know where it is and I can't find it. Nah, man. Hey, man, you're good, man. Boss her right and go down and boss her left and go down. Boss her right and go left. That's what he's saying to me. So I'm saying, are you sure it's there? He said, yeah, man, you're good, man. So anyway, now, I'm driving back down there and I'm tired, bro. I've been traveling for ages. I've been driving for time now. I'm driving around, think it's late. So now, I can't find it. So I've gone to a next hotel where I can see a security guard, innit? I said to him, brother, do you know where Sky Castle is? He looks at me and says, Sky Castle? I said, yeah. He said, come in. So I drive into the car park bit. He said, nah, Sandcastle. It's Sandcastle. He goes, so I said, what, where's Sandcastle? He said, yeah, you go on, so boss, I left. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I drive over there. I see Sandcastle, innit, yeah? I see the lady. I said to the lady, I'm here to check into a place or apartment or whatever. They told me that I needed to come here. The woman just staring at me. She didn't even say nothing. She's just staring at me.
I can't stand Jamaica sometimes.
So I'm like,
what do you want me to
I'm a
say?
bit, my head's a bit hot now. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, do you know what the maddest thing is? The irony of this is that I've come to this place for peace. And my first encounter right now, not in my life, because I've been enough times, but this time it's not peace at all. It's far from it. So in the end, she says to me, I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know what you're talking about. So I've driven back, vexed. And I've said to my man, listen.
Open the thing.
Huh?
Open it. I'm going in.
No, I said, because I don't know where I'm going though. Even if he opens it, I said to him, listen, brother, I've come here now. It's telling me it's Sky Castle on the wall. I said, this is the booking saying this, that. I said, it says that I'm staying in apartment K6. He said, ah. He said, yeah, man, go up, sir. Boss, all right. Bro, this is not even done. So when I get there now, brother, I get to the building where I'm supposed to be staying now, yeah? And you know, like, so on the door, you have, like, the key to get in, but it's also got, like, a number, like a code, like a pressed thing, yeah? So, you know, every normal fucking thing says 1, 2, 3, next row. 4, 5, 6, next row. 7, 8, 9, next row. *0# or whatever. Brother, this thing had circles with numbers in it. I want you to pull it on the screen. Actually, let me show you how this thing looked, bro. Look at this, bro. Look at this.
Chuckie had enough, bro. Chuckie had enough.
What the hell are you
What the hell is that?
Nah, do you know what? And what you do is...
from Doctor Strange.
I noticed that when you press the side, the numbers change. So, I'm looking at the email... It's got like it's got a pin, but I think in my mind I think this pin is a confirmation pin and not the pin for the thing, because I'm trying to get hold of the lady, I can't get hold of her, yeah. So then I'm trying to work this out, because I'm saying, well, maybe, so let's say the pin is 6623. I'm thinking maybe the one that says 6, because it says 640, maybe I just press that because it's got 6 in it. So I'm trying all kinds of stuff, it doesn't work. So I go, now it's 11:15. 11:15, yeah? Around that time, I've gone to the brother. Him say, yo, everything good? I said, brother, I can't get into the apartment. I can't get in. He's saying to me, all right, well, listen, the woman who owns this place, she owns the jerk center. So go to the jerk center and see if you can go find her.
There's always... Do you know what petrol this is right now?
So I drive to the jerk center because I knew where that was, yeah? I drive to the jerk center. I go in there. There's 2 people eating and there's 1 brother in there serving. I know he's not the lady because it's the lady that owns the apartment, innit? Yeah. So I go to him and I say to him, listen, I'm trying to find insert name, yeah, because I'm staying in this apartment and I'm trying to check in. Do you know what his first words was? Why?
Hey, Jamaica, don't stop.
She gone, you know. She gone. So he's trying to ring her, he can't get hold of her. And at this point now, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, it's like 11:30, bro. And I'm like, you know, like a lot of people in this situation, imagine it being a woman, and imagine just being dropped off, like, you know, your head's hot. Like,
yeah.
I'm actually now residing to the fact that I'm not staying in this place. It's 11:30 at night. And sometimes in certain hotels, you can't just go there and ask them to check in. Like, sometimes it don't work like that, innit?
100.
So I'm just thinking to myself, I got my hands on my head and I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Like, what is the solutions now? Because there's a chance that I'm not going to get this, he's not going to get through to this lady. And I'm going to need to figure out where to go. And one thing I can't do is, this came to my mind just for a split second, which wasn't going to happen. But I was thinking, I'm going to have to sleep in the car now. And work out in the morning.
Like you cheated on your girl.
Brother, but you know why you can't do that in a place like that?
No, you can't,
they
bro.
will
Because it's
can't.
fucking warm.
You're gonna get.
It's warm. I could dead in the car.
But I think you just keep the car on.
Yeah, what with the air car,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
Could you imagine how long that is, bro?
Bro, you just gotta go Ochi Ryu.
Huh?
You would have.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, now
100%
in the
right
end,
there.
they get the supervisor, or whatever. She manages to get hold of the woman, and then she writes on a piece of paper like, "Go to this number and use this code." I get there, it's a normal code, and I get in it, and it was like, oh, bruv. You know, like when the door opened,
You're just like,
oh my god! And then on top of that,
was good.
I simmered down a little because I'm vexed, but now I'm not vexed. I've got in. I've tired.
We're going. Carry on.
Okay.
no, I just see sandals. Like they got the new water. They done the
Who's that?
Maldives thing in Jamaica.
Yeah, they do.
We're going.
They do.
Carry on.
But
Bring, the yellow. I mean, for me. Go on. For me.
so then
Only.
Try to get.
yeah. Anyway, the place was nice and whatever. She comes to check me in the morning. The woman does, yeah, and she just says to me, "Do you know what? I forgot." She just said, "I forgot."
Jamaica!
Oh, you
She
see
just said, "I
Jamaica? I
forgot."
swear down. I remember I would have been
Lovely.
one of the last people flying with Air Jamaica when it was still a thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm serious, you're over there.
Bro, Air Jamaica, it was like snakes on a plane.
What do you mean?
It was chaos, bro. They'll ask you what you want, they're not bringing you a thing.
Serious?
Yeah. I've never experienced something like that. But it is just so, it seems so right that was Air Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want? Sprite, please. Like,
Have that.
Nah, that.
Have that.
they weren't even coming back.
Come on, man.
They didn't give a damn.
Neither did their dads.
They just
They
continuing the
didn't
tradition.
give a damn. I'm
Wait.
talking, there will be times where she's on the thing saying, what do you want? I'm like, Sprite, again. She'll be like, 1 second, I'll bring it back. She'll just go. She'll use that opportunity to miss out all the rows behind me. She's just gone to the back. Now she's just chilling. Like, I ain't never seen anything like it.
From my understanding, Jamaicans or my older aunties and uncles, their thing is when they forget what they were meant to do, they don't have they just can't be bothered to go and figure out what it is. Like they've forgotten now. So if I say to them, could you grab me a Twix from the kitchen or something like that? They'll go to the kitchen, but they won't go to the kitchen and go, what did you want again, Paul? They're just going to come back and they say, boy, I mean, forget what you want.
My dad's side of the family, is Seventh-day Adventists, so they're Jamaicans, but they're ones that, like, remember what you want and shit. So, like, you know, I'm used to, like, saying something and it actually happening.
I hear you.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Obviously,
Still.
my other cousins and that. Yeah, it's Jamaica's perfect, you know.
Do you know what though? It is.
Yeah,
it is though. No, it is.
Yeah,
It is. And do you know what? It has like all the elements of. It has everything, and it's so like it's a place that's so rich in culture and like, you know, the one thing that you will notice in Jamaica is that the only thing that they do in a rush is drive.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when they overtake you, it's not personal. Because when I used to drive in Jamaica before, anytime I took it personal. I didn't like it. But you see in this country, you see when someone overtakes you, no more time when they overtake you, they look at you kind of like
why-
you're moving mad, like
yeah.
you're driving slow kind of thing. Their thing is meet.
Bam.
Gone.
Yeah, they drive like
Me-
that in Mexico as well. It's like,
But see when
it's,
the-
it's,
see
it's
when they-
like it's chaos driving.
Yeah, but when there's police though, so you know, like when you're driving, if there's cars coming towards you and they're flashing you, they're letting you know there's police up there. So just slow down a piece. Yeah, but like, you know what? The trip as a whole was so sick, bro. I just went. I booked one place for 3 days, and then on the second day I was there, I'll just find another place
Yeah,
on
that's
Airbnb, drive there.
Did you go everywhere?
Went everywhere other than Port Antonio. I didn't go there.
You didn't go Port Antonio?
Nah, do you know
go
why
Spanish
I
Town?
didn't go? I'll tell you why I didn't. Huh?
Spanish Town.
Yeah, man, of course. But the only reason why I didn't go to Port Antonio is because the drive, the time that I was there, it takes a while to get from like Montego Bay to Port Antonio, or from Ochi to Port Antonio, or from Kingston to Port Antonio. So like the way that I mapped it probably wasn't the best. If I thought about it more, then I would have like went Port Antonio earlier.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going too late, and I didn't want to. When you're on a trip like that, you don't want to be in the car for 4 hours.
Yeah.
You get me? You just want to find a place, drive for an hour and a half, whatever. Find a place and just do the tranquility.
Did you drive in the
thing.
hills though?
Yeah, but not. I didn't go around the proper hills. So I didn't go from I didn't drive from Ochi to Kingston the hills way. I just did the toll way.
Jamaica might be the only place in the world when I hear people say, "Did you go to the hills?" that I don't think of something nice.
Yeah, it's
You think of
the
Hollywood
scenery
Hills?
is amazing, but
course.
the way that these men drive down up and down these hills is crazy.
You're looking over the cliff. You're seeing cars in the cliff, bro.
Oh, on God, I've seen that happen. I told you anyway, when I was in 94, I was with my dad and my family.
Yeah.
My dad let someone overtake us when mum was complaining. They drove literally off the cliff in
Oh
front of us.
shit!
And I was like, this is
All I see is cars
mad,
down
bro.
there,
I'm
but
being
as in, but
serious.
I never seen one actually go down there.
It was
Oh.
late. It was raining. My mum and dad were arguing in the car. And I just remember my mum was like, "Stop driving fast!" Moaning. And my dad's like, "All right, watch. Let the car go in front." I just see the car go,
Bam!
and all of us just sat in the
That's
car.
crazy.
My mum was screaming, and then like my dad slowed down a bit, and then the way my dad just sort of adapted and kept it moving, I feel like he only stopped the car for us to recover, and then he just kept it moving. He was just like, "Why?"
I'm used to this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that's their thing, man.
it is what. Yeah.
But yeah, like again, even I just did the whole. I was just eating enough local food and that. One time, so when I was staying, the second time when I went to Ochi, because I stayed there. Well, I stayed in Ochi once and then stayed in Boscobel, which is in St Mary's, which is near there, innit? So like, I noticed that you have the Fisherman's Bay part now, where there's like loads of seafood type restaurants here, and then one time when I've gone past there, you see the restaurants, but then you also see the man them behind just like preparing the fish and that. Obviously, it's come straight out of the water. They're doing what they're doing. I see man playing dominoes, watching TV, and all of that at the back bit. Yeah. So I'm saying, you know what? The last time I was in Jamaica, which was the second to last time I was there, I met a man who was walking around with some fish. And then in the end, I just started speaking to him, and then he cooked me some food later on to exchange numbers. Then he came and dropped me the lobster and did all of that, yeah? And it was banging. So I said, you know what? I don't want to go to these restaurants because the idea of someone just cooking it specifically
For me.
for a thing is me, innit? So I've gone in by the restaurant bit. I've walked all the way through and went round into where they're preparing the food and whatever else, yeah? I walked round there and I just asked somebody, who's cooking tonight? Is someone cooking tonight? So they're looking at me like, what? Who's this? Like, what? Like, what are you doing around here? Kind of thing. I'm saying, I'm looking for somebody to make me a lobster tonight, and you know what I mean? Yeah, man. A dude. He said, yeah, man, Lobster Dave. They started talking about Lobster Dave. I said, yeah, this brother,
They made it up just then.
brother. This man come here and he's saying, yeah, what do you want? So I've told him what I want and that. He said, yeah, I'll do that. So we exchanged numbers and whatever. He had some fish that he'd already had just there. So he's giving me the fish. I'm just sitting there eating. Then there was this youth like running around, and I said to him, "Is that your?" No, he said, "That's my son." I said, I goes to he goes, "It's my son and my nephew." I said, "Oh, is that like your?" I goes, "Is that your first son or your only son?" He said, "No, man, we have them all about the place, man."
It's embedded, bro.
They're so proud, you know.
like,
It's
embedded.
But let me tell you this. I will end on this though, yeah, and I'll say this to people: don't let other people's fear. Don't take on other people's fear.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to certain like experiences, yeah? Because one thing almost happened. I almost did that. I'm in Kingston. Someone says to me, I'm speaking to someone on the phone. He said to me, yo, have you been to the art district in Kingston? I'm like, nah, I didn't even know there was an art district. She's like, oh, there's like loads of sick pictures on the wall, like of artists and stuff like that, yeah? Then I get sent a picture of Sizzler, a picture, like it's a painting of Sizzler, and like, he's got his hands like that, and he's got like, there's youths, it looks like his mum and whatever, yeah? As soon as I seen it, I'm like, I gotta go down there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go down there. No! Don't go down there, it's dangerous, it's dangerous, it's dangerous, it's dangerous. So while I'm on the phone, I'm like, on Google Maps to see where this place is, yeah? So it's kind of near Tivoli. Tivoli Gardens. It's kind of near there, isn't it? Yeah. Now, so I'm saying to myself, I'm still going down there because I drive through there. I go like, I'm not stupid. I know nighttime going down certain places is techie and that, yeah. But one thing that I do know is, you see with Jamaica, even though there's this thing about Jamaica being dangerous and this, that, and whatever, yeah. Every country has its problems, but you see them man that are in them ends, yeah. More time they're warring each other.
Yeah.
More time they're warring each other, and there's a thing with the police. They're not. It's not like the Mexicans. See, Mexicans, they're warring each other, but they're targeting tourists.
Yeah.
That's their thing. They will target tourists because if they can kidnap you, they might be able to get a little piece of money or whatever it is. That's not their thing. Them men are not trying to. They're not trying to just target people just like that.
Jamaica would.
That's not
they
their
would clamp
thing.
down on that.
No, I know that.
There
That's
anyway.
not where we make money. Tourism, so we can't get rid of.
Obviously, there might be one exceptions here and there or whatnot, but in this conversation now, there's something in my mind where I'm saying, look, I'm just going to go there during the day. No, you got to have someone take you down there. You got to have some, it's dangerous. People are, you know what I mean? It's down side roads, it's this, that, and the fourth and whatnot. Then I started to have this feeling in my stomach here where it was like an element of nervousness because I'm like, I can't leave here without going there.
Yeah.
But this conversation is making me think about it a lot.
But apprehensive now.
Yeah, super apprehensive, yeah. So, honourable shout out to Suspect, by the way. When I was out there, Suspect plugged me with a couple of people that are super certified out there, yeah.
Oh, so you know you can go there now?
No, so I've hit that done.
Yeah.
I said to him, yo, I'm trying to go, like, I want to go to this place or whatever, but I'm hearing it's mad techie down there, like, Canman Road down there or whatever. And, or have you got to come there with me? And he's hit me back and he's like, nah, man, you could. Like, it's fine. Don't worry, man. You can go down there on your own. It's cool. Brother, I went to this place and it was as calm as a cucumber, bro. Like, when I tell you, you see the people that are around there, they just go and work.
Yeah.
Or this person's got a stall. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe there's a one man on the corner just chilling out or whatnot. But there was not even, when I tell you, yeah, there wasn't even 0.5% of animosity or danger. And I'm a man who senses danger. I go to places and maybe it is wrong of me to sometimes want to do this, but I have a thing of wanting to go to the local area or go into the hood to eat food and understand what it is like to be in certain places where it is mad. And it's not to say that at a certain time that place can't get a little techie, but there isn't that. And you know what? Imagine I listened.
Yeah.
I went and saw all of these. I'll send you the thing so you can pull it on a wall, on the screen, yeah. But all of these pictures of like Garnet Silk, Bunny Wailer, Sizzler, like all of them on the wall, proper paintings and like paintings of all of these other things. Like, bro, it was beautiful to go and see that. And for me to actually have taken on that fear and not go because there's a stigma about almost like Jamaica or even black people, not to say that this person was particularly doing this, but it's sometimes a subconscious thing. It's like, these lot are animals.
Yeah.
You can't even go down there. They're animals. They're going to go and get you. It's like, it's not like that. And I tell people, you see, when you go, for some people, going to the resort and doing the resort thing is perfect for some people, a certain type of person. So I don't ever rule that stuff out, yeah. But I always say to people, yeah, when you want to go to Jamaica and you want to really experience the authentic side, at least just go Port Antonio.
Yeah, you have to.
Port Antonio is filled with absolute beauty. You see the girl that you told me that was out there,
Leah.
the stylist, yeah.
Leah,
I've already been to Port Antonio, but you know the first thing she said, because I messaged her, I was like, oh yeah, Poet told me you're in Jamaica or whatever, and she was like, yeah, the one of the first things she said was, she said, yeah, I'm staying in Port Antonio. Have you been? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. That was her first thing that she said. So I'm telling people, listen, like if you're gonna go there and you want to experience authenticity, yeah, at least go and do that. Like go up that side and you will definitely see it. Come outside.
Yeah.
These lot are not animals. What they might do is they might try and hustle a little piece. Do you know what I mean? But that's everywhere. Anywhere you go, people are trying to do that a little bit. And if you're speaking in a certain accent, they might try and charge you a little more. Yeah. But if you got the barter in you, barter with them. Yeah. They're just normal. It's normal. Yeah. Enough times I'm saying to them, yo, you know what? Can I get that? Yeah, it's whatever. I say to them, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
It's like some of that is part of it. But
I
also understand that that's not necessarily everyone. I get it, yeah. But go and see the beauty in it. Yeah. Like, go and see the beauty in it. It is amazing, bro.
That's it.
It's amazing.
I was meant to be there this second.
Yeah.
But I can't go. I told my kids I can't. I won't go back without you. They're dying to go.
Okay.
But I was meant to go in COVID, and COVID wrapped it up. So I had to like cancel that. And then it's like as soon as flights were back on, JA wanted like 8 bags to even get there. So I was like, you lot swig have to run the bag again.
What happened to this code? They changed
go and
the
stay
prices.
if you're going to take your family as well, then and you're going to go Port Antonio, stay in G-Jam. You know about that?
No,
what's G-Jam?
Brother.
Crazy.
What? Because I know you got the bank for it still as well.
What are you talking? Not now.
Chuckie, I want to stay
go
here.
G-Jam. Or stay up there. She went up there.
I want to stay there.
Jamaica's beautiful, man. Honestly, that place is perfect.
Sandals.
Yeah, put that on the screen. Sandals. Sandals, I think it's a couples. That's a couples thing, you know.
I'm going by myself though.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go in there. You know.
I can't go by myself. Why not? Yeah, of course I can.
Yeah.
It's a couples retreat. It's a couples.
But I'm married to myself.
I'm married to the game.
I'm married to the game.
Game, baby. I do.
That's G-Jam. Yeah.
You're right, EJ.
You got everything in G-Jam, bro.
Hey Dan, have you booked Sweden?
I have, but I could be out. I booked before the flight even went out. I booked to fly, but boxing could fuck me up.
I hear you. Love family.
Love, bro.
You know, just quickly on Sweden, yeah. So just for people that, just for context, we're doing R&B and slow jams in Sweden. You know, Sweden could have actually been a massive anticlimax before doing Sweden, and do you know why that is?
Why?
It's because of you, and it's because of Taser.
Why?
Let me explain.
Oh God.
So
Why me?
Let me explain, and you'll know exactly where I'm going with this.
What have I done?
So we've announced R&B and slow jams in Sweden, yeah, and our process is sign-ups, right? So people sign up, whatever, and then they get the first dibs of the ticket. So we'll send them the ticket link or whatever. Yeah. The capacity is like 600. We've had like well over 1,000 sign-ups, yeah. But take into consideration that like each sign-up is not necessarily one ticket. So if there's 1,000 sign-ups, it could be 2,000 tickets, because some people buy 2 tickets, some people buy 3, some people buy 5. Yeah, cool. Got the number. Yeah, there's this amount of sign-ups. Oh, this is amazing. We looked at the ratio,
Man.
and we looked at the location. There was almost at one point like 70% man from the UK that was on this thing. Had we have put these tickets out normally, just on a normal thing, do you know what could have happened?
England in blood clot Sweden.
600 man from the UK in Sweden. Why do you think that these lot all want to fucking go there? Because all these lot ever do is talk about how good Sweden is. So now all the man them want to come.
It's mostly my fault. It can't be Taylor. He ain't got the reach like me. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So, come on. And I left evidence, so.
Oh, brother. When we looked at that, we said, nah, do you know what? We now have to figure out a way to make sure that this is not. Because, do you know what? My thing is, I don't even mind it, but in any event, I don't mind when if there's like more men than women. I don't mind that. But see this thing here. No. Let me explain. Within R&B, the reason why I don't mind it is if people are coming because they love R&B music, yeah, and they want to just come and vibes. Cool, we could just charge that one to the game. One of the
I hear you.
One of the amazing graces that we did. It was the second one. That was like it was like 60-40 in regards to like men and women, yeah. So it's like 60% guys, 40% women, yeah. There was more. But you know what? All the man them were all there. They were singing. They were with their brethren. They were vibing. And it was a really good time. That was the second time in Amazing Grace, yeah. I knew when we looked at this is not that. This isn't, you know what, we love music. This is rah, we want to go and check, yeah, and we want to do this and that. And it's like, I don't mind it for like other events. Like come to family, go to Faded, go to this, go to that, like do all of that. But this one is different though. Like this one is not just that. Like people want to come to experience a vibe and sing along and do all of that type of stuff, yeah. And it's important that we try our best to keep elements of that. So sometimes it means that in these elements now, we've got to put certain things in place. And certain man was really upset. We know that there's certain guys that are like trying to do the what if I identify as a woman, or that was a couple of the messages. What if we identify as a woman? Or the other one was, what if I buy a woman's ticket and I just come in? And some people are trying that. Do you know what, Poe? The awakening is going to be rude.
No, make sure you wake them up.
The awakening is cool. Try it.
Please.
The awakening is going to be rude.
Rude Van Nistelrooy.
This is not going to be the one where you do that. This is not going to be the one where you do that. So, yeah, we refunded. We noticed that we refunded people some of their tickets back and whatever. And also we know that so there's some people that booked their flights and hotel before they even got a ticket and are going to try their luck. But unfortunately, you know what? This one here is not going to be the one where that happens, man.
And Chuckie, what them guys need to take into consideration, and I mean this with the greatest respect, when the bad boy raves were happening that I couldn't really be involved in, I respected my position within that situation, and I recognise you men are rude boys. It's your thing. I'll be on the outskirts. Now, some of you rude boys would ridicule me back in the day when I was listening to my little R&B and so on and so forth. You wanted to hear Jadakiss and Styles P. But at 3 p.m, that just wasn't me. Now, as we fast forward in life, you understand that at 3 p.m, you want that to be you. Well, I'm afraid it's not one, it is too late. You can't come to this party.
Strong.
There's gal there, I know. But guess what? There's also gal at Jadakiss and Styles P, just not the gal that you want.
Right.
I'm going R&B.
Yes. So, you know, we have to like put certain things in place for that still, because this one's not the one. This one's not the one. The other ones might be, but this one is not the one, man. Do you know what? Most importantly, it's not fair.
It's not.
Like, it's not fair if we do something in a different country, yeah, for them. It's not fair that the people that are there in that country, man, woman or man, miss out because bare people from
the UK just want
to be there. Like,
Chuckie,
that's not fair.
As soon as you told me it was happening, do you know I sent the flyer to? Sana.
Yeah, honourable shout out to her.
Olivia.
Yeah.
Joanna.
Yeah.
The females in Sweden that are my friends, attractive, and they all have a good vibe.
Yeah.
Let them come.
And you know what? It's different. Obviously, you're my brethren and a couple of the man them, but the man them like are consistent in coming, like rolling to them. Man them travel and that. Also, I don't mind. There's some people that do travel to them. Those people I actually don't even really mind sometimes, because like, you know what, they make an effort. They might come to Birmingham, they might come to Manchester. I see some people come to Leeds, like some people even come to Cardiff and that. Cool. You know what, you've set a thing of you want to travel and come to them. That's fine. I don't mind that. But just this one-off hype thing, nah. Not this one.
There's big girl over there, plus there's fam, man, and we have to fly out, you know, cause I hear you.
Nah.
No.
The awakening.
I don't want you there. How about that? I don't want you there. There are some of you I want there because you're cool.
Yeah.
But some of you haven't been to one. And I've been telling you for time. Chairman, people like you can come. I told Chairman
Pick up
once, he said,
Chairman.
"Oh, I'm coming." Chairman came, no homo.
Yeah.
But some of you, man, nah, man.
Actually, talk about R&B quickly, yeah?
Go true.
Could you put the Lovers and Friends flyer in thing? Put that up, please.
Would you go, Chuckie? I was gonna send it to you.
Just
Chuckie.
put Lovers and Friends Vegas, Las Vegas. You could just
May
Google it.
5th. May 5th, man.
Hey, the lineup is absolutely insane.
Someone said to me the first one was better. And I was like, that lineup looks pretty good.
I remember the lineup last time looking really good, but I can't
Oh, was
remember
it?
what that was. It's that one there on the left.
But this lineup...
Was it? Yeah, it's that one. No, it's this one, yeah. But this thing is crazy. But you know what? So what? Janet Jackson, Lil Wayne, Snoop, Usher,
Usher
Ciara,
brought Backstreet Boys.
Who?
He brought Backstreet Boys.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that. Look how big their name is as well.
But he didn't
TLC?
bring Mace, because Mace said, we haven't sorted business.
Right. Keisha Cole, Brandy, SWV's there.
Craig David.
Craig David is there. Jojo is there.
Get out.
Neo is there.
Jojo needs to let us know who she was talking about because she was a kid.
Yeah, innit? I'm telling you, next tweet. But you know what, brother? I looked at this, I thought, Total's there.
In there. Can't you see what you do to me?
Brother, I looked at this lineup though and I was like, oh, this is going to be an amazing weekend. Big man, it's one day.
I know.
I said, you what?
It's one day.
One day. Brother, I had so much questions after that. Like, wait a minute. Like, one of them being, so how much must this of all cost? Like, how much is the tickets?
They start at $19.99.
Can you get a ticket for $19.99?
They start at $19.99.
But can you get it for one?
If you're there first.
Yeah, you have to be the first and last person to get that ticket.
Brother, trust. No, you're right, Egypt. You're right, Egypt.
Yeah, they put one ticket there for $19.99.
It goes on sale tomorrow.
The other thing is capacity. The other thing I was thinking about is like,
Yeah.
wait, how many dressing rooms is there?
Oh God.
Wait, is there enough dressing rooms?
Do you know this is Las Vegas, right?
It's a desert still.
It's a massive. Do you know what space there is in Las
Yeah,
Vegas,
it's in the desert, innit?
brother?
Still a hell of a lot of dressing rooms.
Have you been Vegas?
Nah,
In terms of like,
landmass, I know it's crazy, innit?
and it's not even just landmass. You know, like for example, just prestige and the way things look and so on and so forth. Like the worst dressing room there is the best dressing room. So if I have to share with someone, it is a crazy bedroom in England. Like Las Vegas, the buildings, everything, just apart from the other side.
Well, what is
crazy.
this? What's the set times? Who does what?
You got to look at a previous one. You're right, you know.
Like who? Like what's
time
the
does it
set
start?
time? What time does it start? This has to be
9 a.m.
as 12 at night to the following 12 at night. Like a full whole day.
I fully hear
It has to be that.
11 a.m. to 12 a.m.
There's not enough. What? So what? Everyone gets 15 minutes.
13 hours.
But then, do people? All right, is it back to back? Are the performers back to back on some
Is some people
drizzy
doing,
thing?
is some people doing
Or
a band
it's-
or a DJ? Because remember, there's a changeover.
Is there a
If you've got
stage? Is it just one stage?
Brother, if there's 2 stages, do you know the amount of running around you have to do?
What was Woodstock like? Example.
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
What was Woodstock again?
Remember Woodstock? DMX's Woodstock, the famous performance.
When there was
with him
900
on
million
the
people.
thing. Yeah, but I don't think
That's
it was
different,
that.
though.
That was a whole different thing.
No, my question is like at Woodstock, was there like one stage or was there bare stages?
Nah, I think there might have been more stages, but the stage thing isn't the issue. You could still have. I guess you could still have like 2 or 3 stages and stuff like that. But that's such a powerful lineup that like figuring out where you would go to the lineup again quickly.
Craig David. I don't know if he deserves to be there.
So if you look at this
Pretty
lineup,
Ricky.
yeah, then maybe on one stage you might have like Backstreet Boys, Gwen Stefani, MIA, did I say Nelly Furtado? You know, like you might have that vibe on one stage, and if that's for you, then that's cool because that's probably not going to be for me. But then you might have a stage now where you've got like Janet Jackson, Mary J. Blige, Alicia Keys, Ashanti, I don't know, T-Pain, all of that on one stage. But then, and then you might have another old school thing where you've got like Genuine, SWV. Did I say that already? Bro, I don't know how the fuck they're gonna do that. All I know is that when you go to festivals, especially if you go to Glastonbury and you're like, if you go to Glastonbury and you are one of them people who love all different types of music, yeah, running around in that big space,
Long.
It is so long because it is huge and you will miss things.
Yeah, but I say you're right. But do you know what? Yeah, if these are all the acts, I don't mind.
Yeah,
because usually when I'm running around, they purposely do things like they put Janae Aiko on the same time as Krept and Conan. Now I gotta make a choice. Do you know where I'm coming from? There's better other acts you could have done it, but now I gotta make a choice. Whereas with this situation, like I'm not put in that predicament because all the acts are great. So if I miss one, I'm still missing.
Yeah, you're
but
still
if when it comes to Janae Aiko and Krept and Conan at 5 o'clock, after that, we're back to people that I don't know again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's not the case here. So I don't actually mind missing some people, to be fair.
And I guess it's not even that deep, really, is it? It's just like you're going for the experience, isn't it? You're just going like, it's just a sick experience. Whoever you see is who you see.
And some people's catalogs ain't that big. Like, no disrespect to Majid Jordan, but after you've done her, I'm kind of tapped out.
Do you know what? I reckon as well. In my mind, I was thinking to myself, you know, when
Kelly.
on Spotify, what?
I'm joking.
You know, on Spotify, yeah, I don't know if they do this on Apple, but you know they got certain songs where it's got the normal song and they got it sped up.
Oh yeah.
So are they doing it like that?
Oh yeah. For a lot of people,
They just
All right, we
when
get
they
off.
come on, they just do it like just sped up.
or some people like. Do you know what it is? Like I said, Majid Jordan. I'm joking, Majid. There's other people. I just think that you won't care about the second verse that much. So give me your first verse, your hook,
and that's it.
and let's just chill out after that. Do you know where I'm coming from? Some
Like,
people
no talking. It's just you know what? Just do. It's like a medley. Everyone gets to do like a 20-minute medley. That would be cold though.
Do you know what I want
Everyone's
to do?
doing like a 20-minute medley.
I think I might do this with Vibba because I see you. That would be sick. What I want to do as well, so much is what Snoop Dogg done. Where he had a bag of acts and they said you got like 15 minutes, and at the end of a show he was DJing and whoever he mixed in came on stage and performed.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was
that's bad.
crazy. So yeah,
But
with this
some would
situation,
be so hard, like a 20-minute medley. Oh, a T-Pain 20-minute medley would be a madness. Yeah, but then you wouldn't be if flipping then Mary J comes on and then does a 20-minute madness, or Ashanti
Snoop
comes
Dogg.
on and does
That's
a.
what I'm saying. It'll be disappointing if you go from like a T-Pain to a Lumi D just for
no, Lumi D is
no, you
very
wouldn't.
early.
and then then you go to another. And it's like,
You say that, but you know what? Yeah, this for me personally, because obviously man's a 90s. I'm saying I love the 90s. Cause I could watch all of these acts, fam. If you like, you know how I feel about.
Not every last one of them. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know. I don't mean Ayaz. No,
Jason Derulo, nah.
nah, not my type of thing.
Lumi D, nah.
Would you? I might
don't
say for
care
Lumi
about
D.
that. I don't care about that.
All right, cool. Plies, I
Jay
can't
Quan,
wait.
well, I wouldn't mind. Was it Tipsy?
Everybody in the club get tips.
Give me one of them just for a little throw.
one.
You get
Here
what I'm
comes
saying?
the two to the. Yeah, I might listen to that. I can't lie to you.
But Nelly Furtado, nah, I'm not really.
Kerry Hilson, I'm gonna propose.
Yeah, Kerry Hilson's leng.
Beautiful.
Gwen Stefani.
I don't know if I can deal with Gwen Stefani.
No, that's what I'm saying. No.
Isn't she the one that
I'm
got
pointing out
clowns?
the ones that I wouldn't want to see.
No, that was Fergie. I'm thinking Fergie. No, I might can deal with Gwen Stefani.
I looked at this lineup as well and I said, I know Genuine looked at that and said, my name needs to be a bit larger and thicker. Why?
Genuine.
Are you trying to find? Yeah, you're trying to find him. I know it. Go on.
Where is it?
Keep looking. Keep looking.
What role?
I want the audience to do that as well. Gang, go on. Look for Genuine.
How can I not find him? Oh my god! Sorry,
your
audio
right.
listeners, this is not
To
exciting
your-
in
to
any
your
capacity. I'm so sorry.
To your all the way to the right. All the way to the right and go down.
Oh, there it isn't.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
I'm not gonna lie.
Underneath E40 and in between E40 and Lupe Fiasco. He should be happy he's still next to Pretty Ricky, bro.
What? Genuine?
Bro,
Genuine's an absolute G in this thing.
And he fell off stage a couple of times. It's just the way you end sometimes makes me.
I hear you, but you see in Vegas, yeah, what are you putting Craig David above Genuine? That's a madness.
Because he hasn't fallen off stage.
That's a crazy.
And his hair's not like Craig David accepts he's old. Genuine's hair is blacker than mine. Come on, my brother. You're born before Wiley, man.
No, but all of them do that flipping shit, man. To be honest with you,
Well,
I'm putting Genuine above.
All right, Genuine will do Holler, Pony,
Brother,
Difference. He's got bare tunes actually. Though this is crazy. Craig David.
putting Genuine above Robin Thicke.
I'm sorry. Genuine's above them. Genuine's
Robin
above
Thicke
them.
is cold, but you're putting Genuine above him.
Robin Thicke shouldn't be that high.
Genuine, in my opinion, should go up on that Kelly Rowland, Craig David, Sean Paul, Black, and Jodeci. These should be right around there.
But it's because he doesn't have a hit, like a millennial hit, like them lot.
Pony.
That's the
is
only thing he doesn't have.
huge.
Huh?
Pony is huge.
Pony is a massive hit from the 90s.
Exactly.
I said millennial hit. Like, there'll still be a bag of people that won't know Pony,
But no,
you know?
neither does Jodeci.
You can say the same thing.
I think All My Life is still newer than flipping... Because at least Jodeci had some life after Jodeci. Whereas Genuine, after Holler...
Jodeci is always going to be above Genuine.
Jodeci have to be above Genuine.
Majid Jordan shouldn't be.
No way should Majid Jordan be above
Majid
Genuine.
Jordan shouldn't be above Genuine. No way.
No way. Kelly
And,
Rowland
and
has
for
to
the
be.
context of what this is,
What is this then?
E40 shouldn't be above Genuine, in my opinion, respectfully.
So what
Big
is
up
this?
him.
What is
still.
this though? You're saying for what this is? Because I'm seeing Backstreet Boys, Gwen Stefani. What is this?
Yeah, what is it?
Rick Ross owned like 5 years.
Where is Rick Ross?
Bro,
He what?
He's in small writing.
So he's not there.
Robin Thicke.
Yeah, but you know what?
Robin Thicke.
But so he's not there basically. Like he's in small writing.
Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah, I
I'm
see him
saying
still
that he
next to
literally
Jeezy.
owned, like 5 years with Teflon Don and
Yeah,
MMG.
He really did.
He owned a period of rap. He really did.
My gun dirty, my brick clean. Fam, he was going crazy at one point. Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry,
yeah,
brother.
man.
That
So,
lineup looks really, really good though. I am excited.
it's
I
sick.
spoke to the man them about going.
when does the tickets come out? So the tickets will be out by the time this is out.
Yeah,
anyway.
the tickets will be out. So no, they'll be out at the same time. This comes out tomorrow. So Friday 6th. And the tickets are out Friday 26th as well. Cheapest ticket starts from $19.99. Make sure you spend more money.
Do you know what? I'll go. Yeah, I'll go for one of them tickets still. But
Nah.
the kitchen.
Oh, I hate you, man. I hate you so much, man. You start. I'll talk about the bedroom.
The Kitchen. Film on Netflix. So I watched it on the way to Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah. And like obviously, just like everyone, I think like we was all like a lot of us was major excited, yeah, about it. But in a nutshell, to be honest with you, I didn't really like it, bro. I didn't really like it. It was like, for me, The Kitchen felt like it was like a series, like an episode or episodes from a series that just starts really slow. You know when you get one of them series, it might have like, there's like 4 seasons or 5 seasons and people say to you, the first one's slow. But if you stick through it, then this happens. It gets better. It's like, I'm watching this and it's like, I came away thinking, this can't be how it sort of ends. Like it just was like a big anticlimax for me personally. But like the ending, the story, it was just kind of like, the whole thing for me was really slow. What I will say is though, a lot of that for me was actually just down to the story or what the film was about. It wasn't so much about the acting ability. Like when I watched Kane, he still did a lot of the things that I've always rated him for in Top Boy, yeah? Which I always say is that the one thing of many things that he's really, really good at is the parts where he's not speaking. He has so many different facial expressions, yeah, that translate in a powerful way. So he has the look of, I don't know you, bro. You know when it's that look? No, you don't have to say it, but it's like, I don't know you. Then the other look of, bro, like, don't talk to me right now. Or the look of, you're dumb. You're so dumb, bruv. Like, you're so dumb.
I swear I got 2 of those looks.
Oh, is it? Yeah. What, you're dumb or you don't know me, bro?
Probably you don't know me and you're dumb.
Spoke to him one time with Sway. I'm thinking, yeah, this guy just can't wait for me to get it.
And then he's got like the sad, like obviously the sad look, the shocked, the like. There's all of these things, and like he does them so well. I think all it was for a lot of us, or maybe me in particular, there's like he's done so well in Top Boy. When it was like to see these two together, him and Daniel together, and that there's this new thing happening or whatever, we're seeing him in a new place. It's like, I think maybe we all, or me anyway, I held it to like a super high standard before I'd even seen it. So when I watched it, I was like, it felt short of that for me. I'm still proud of the man them that they executed it and they've like tried a thing, and like obviously it's something that's come out, and like I think that is something that they can maybe learn from if they feel like they need to learn from it. I'm very, very proud, especially Kane as well, that he's come out of this role. He's doing something else. He's trying something different or whatnot. But I didn't like it.
Do you know what? I'm just going to echo some of the things that you said and maybe go into some of the reasons why I wasn't its biggest fan. I felt the storyline was Top Boy, but it was hidden in some futuristic situation, which meant that I didn't get to see Kano really exercise a role that I'm not too familiar with. It looked like a watered down version of Sully, and I just prefer Sully, to be honest with you. I think the character of Sully, I really enjoyed the way Kano explored that. And like, just to reiterate, this seemed like Kano's brother, who has elements of Sully, but is not quite a killer like him. So you'll have the facial expressions and so on and so forth, but not too much past that. I don't feel like the film allowed enough time for me to have an emotional connection with some of the characters and the scenarios that they were in. So I didn't feel compelled to be like, Kano, look after your son. I didn't feel like that because for whatever reason. I watched it twice as well. I don't feel like the development. Yeah, just to make sure that I wasn't being... Because I
read about it. Afterwards, I was reading because I was thinking, did I miss something?
No, I didn't read anything. I said, let me just watch it. I don't want to be influenced by anything.
No, when I say read, it's not... I wasn't reading people's comments. I was reading... You know, like sometimes when they break down what the thing is
film.
about.
Yeah. No, you didn't really miss much, to be fair. I felt like the son's character wasn't developed enough for me. Not at all.
No.
I didn't know enough about his personality to say he's going to behave like this or he's going to behave like that. Because we're fly on the wall, so we're meant to know these things. So even the way he responded to Kano when Kano comes back to the house, it's like, oh, go away. It was too generic in my eyes. It was too... But where's that specific way that he responds to his father? I'm not saying he's not going to tell him get out, but there will usually be a way which is more unique to that father and son dynamic. It was very, very... I've seen this in EastEnders. I've seen this so many times. I didn't really think there was a lot of practicing. It wasn't a lot of... for me... I just didn't see a lot of genuine situations that kind of drove a man that's trying to avoid his responsibility and a son that's not quite sure. I didn't really see that dynamic come together really well.
The character development didn't feel that strong, innit?
And if that development, because they're at the front of the film, the moment that isn't cohesive, I think everything around it can't really be that great, because that's the thing that pieces it together. So then everything else in and around it, like Ian Wright's character was dope, but like... It just felt like Ian Wright was in it because he was Ian Wright.
Yeah, there's no character development even in that, really.
At all. And I felt like he had an integral role. It would have been nice to know how long he's been doing that job, why he does that job. It would have been nice if Kano went there and took the son and then let him know the significance of the estate. You knew about the kitchen, but you didn't really know much about it. You saw some people give some food and then you saw that they're criminals, so he created that whole sort of Robin Hood experience, take from the rich, give to the poor. And then you saw the police come in, which was very, very reminiscent of the scenes in Top Boy, where they kept trying to... You know,
it's the raid. It's like the raid, isn't it?
Exactly.
Raid,
so I just felt like, I don't know. I didn't see Kano come out of a role that he's probably not comfortable with, where I could see new different sides to him. I didn't like the fact that it was set in the future. I didn't feel like it needed to be. I felt like there was nothing that happened that made me go, oh my God, is that what the future's going to be like? I just felt like you could have said it now with the narrative.
Yeah.
I just think by setting it in the future, to a certain extent, it kind of takes it away from looking too much like Top Boy. But essentially... You throw Kano in there with a similar character, but he's not killing anyone. You throw some bad boys in there and some conflicts that you could have on a council estate today. You throw the boy that doesn't have his dad, which is available today. You look at all of the elements and you're like, there are better examples of this across UK film. But again, I think the most important parts, irrespective of this, is the fact that it's another film, Daniel Kaluuya. It's on Netflix. Kano continues to have his acting roles. I've really enjoyed seeing the promo tour for it as well. But yeah, I just think the actual film wasn't necessarily for me.
Wasn't that great. Bro, you perfectly put that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think like the small positive elements is obviously what I mentioned before, and then what you mentioned in that, like, you know what, like Kane gets to get his feet wet again with doing something different. Do you get what I'm saying? And maybe he would have learned something in that. He would take him to a next thing. You know, like I'm definitely not mad at him taking a couple of roles where he's doing like elements of, I don't know, like small elements of bad boyism, whatever that might look like, but it has to just be different. So it's like, you know, like Bruce Willis, for example, may have played quite similar roles in certain aspects, but he was doing stuff that was different. Who's the man who did the karate thing? Keanu Reeves, is that his name? Remember the Don that used to always kind of do the karate thing? Was his name Keanu Reeves?
There's loads. Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal.
Was it Chuck Norris? Wait, put Keanu Reeves on the thing.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I'm flinging these names out. No, not him.
I thought you were going to talk about, what's his name? Steven Seagal's...
Keanu Reeves is, by the way.
Steven Seagal.
That's funny
really
how that name would just come to my name. Man just said Keanu Reeves like I'm a super movie expert.
That's Keanu Reeves, though. He's the best, man.
Nah.
Matrix.
Nah. What is the other names you said, by the way?
Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris.
Steven Seagal. Go to him quickly.
I think every Jamaican...
Oh, this is funny.
Every Jamaican family that had a woman in there, one of them loved Steven Seagal.
Chuck Norris, quickly. Just last one.
You know we're old, man. Look at the names.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man chucked in some
But yeah,
old school names.
But it's just got. I guess it's just got to be different. And I said this before in the episode. Yeah, I said I want to see some of like our actors, or even if it's going to be an artist that goes into acting. I would like to see some of them take up these like quite unique type role, or seeing them in really different situations.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how mad it would be if, like, I'm just gonna throw a random example. If Getz, for example, said he was going into acting, yeah, and then all of a sudden you see him as a scientist, and then so now we are having to actually really separate the dude that we see and who we know to who is actually acting on the screen. Because sometimes that's something that people don't do. We're looking at Kano as how we see him. But that Kano and who this guy is are not the same people. And the good actors, really, really good actors, are people that do that very well.
Yeah.
So you see them and you're like, this is not who they are. They're acting a person and they're just believable in this aspect. And like, when I'm watching actors as well, yeah, I'm listening to the words that they're saying and I'm saying, right, these are words that they had to rehearse, you know? Like, some of these people are talking, they are playing roles as actors or lawyers or whatever the hell it might be, yeah, and they're using mad quotes and terminologies and shit like that I've never heard of in my life. And you have to remember, this is not their actual role. They're just an actor, but they embody who that is. I would like to see some shit like that, to be honest.
I want to see more things that happen in American film. I can't think of bare examples, but if to take a look at Top Boy was centered around who, Chuckie?
Sully and Deshane.
Say it was centered around a teacher in a school.
Yeah.
What does it look like now? It's the same bloody story, but we end up getting drips and drabs of certain stories from the people in the estate and more from the teacher. When the teacher goes home, what type of life do they have? Coach Carter, for example. Coach Carter is a story of hood problems, but from the perspective of the coach who's come in to sort out the picnic then.
Yeah, fact.
And I'm just saying, I would love to see different examples of this country of characters. It might be the old lady that lives in the laundrette. What's her story? She's still in the hood. She's seeing drug dealing. She's seeing everything. I just think we keep seeing from the same perspectives, and sometimes the people telling them have no idea about that perspective. So it ends up looking like a rubbish rendition of it. That is not what I'm saying with the kitchen, by the way. I'm just saying with the amount of that we've got, that's what it ends up looking like. So I'd rather see people play roles of individuals from our community that don't get a lot of light shed on them. Because it was nice to see how everything looks then. Now maybe we can start seeing why the person hates them boys that are playing football inside the cage, even though they're my brethren. I can't understand. But maybe if I saw a whole film from her perspective, I go, I get why we're the enemy to you, you know? And I just don't think there's enough stories like that in the hood told. It's just...
But also, just, you know what, as well, and I agree with you, this is not a rebuttal, by the way.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, you know what, I don't mind even though they're not my type of films,
yeah,
I don't mind the like non-fiction stuff where it's just outlandish and there's bare shit going on. But as long as like the story just has to be good.
The story, that's the thing with anything. The storyline has to be compelling in order to keep you, and then everything else, the actors, all of that sort of come after. But if the storyline is not good, sticking with it, going back to the kitchen though, shout out Cristal, I keep getting her name wrong. I don't want to get it wrong because she's incredible. She's a star. But is it Cristale or Cristal?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
The young lady that raps. She's cold, Cristal.
Oh!
She's in the film doing her thing.
Yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Who else? There's bare rappers in the film.
Backroad G.
Backroad G's in the film.
He might have been
Big up Backroad G.
Backroad G's character in it was so fun. I really like Backroad G's character. It's very...
I grew my own cardamom.
When he sounds like this guy's an idiot now. And Backroad G's like a big character in our real life. Shout out him. Had some trials and tribulations the past 2 years.
Oh yeah,
To see him
Backroad
go
G comes
through.
on the couch as well, man.
Yeah, man, Backroad G's done
for
very,
sure.
very well. So do you know what? Shout out Daniel Kaluuya again for doing another film and plugging the man them though. To see the man them when I go to Netflix and it's like #1 film and they're all speaking in English accents and it's people that you know from your scene, it does make you go, DK, you rude boy.
Yeah.
You absolute rude boy. So congratulations for that, man. 100%.
Yeah, and also, like, all aside, proud of the man them. I know there's been actor strikes and shit like that as well. So it's probably been very difficult for some people not being able to just get work and not being able to just exercise opportunities that they would have naturally have had if there wasn't acting strikes and stuff like that. But yeah.
But it's nice to also see Buck,
Yeah.
Kano, and Daniel Kaluuya at the basketball I can't lie, I was super gassed.
Yeah.
Super gassed. So yeah, big love to them all the time.
Howlers, my GG.
Come on, everybody, make sure you go and watch Piers Morgan on The Breakfast Club. I'd advise it. It was very, very...
Was it good, yeah?
It's kind of interesting, you
Okay,
know?
I'll
It's
watch
kind
that.
of interesting to hear that Piers Morgan's second son watches that and proper watches it. I was under the impression that Piers Morgan is so far removed from any type of culture. Just to know that there's a person in his house that said to him, Dad, watch out for Charlemagne. That makes me feel, okay, Piers.
Yeah.
There's other people inside there. And
But he also, just very quickly as well, like, he also, I don't know if he says this in the interview, but him and his daughter are always knocking heads. Because his daughter has a completely different mindset. I'm pretty sure his daughter would be getting really annoyed and frustrated at, like, some of the way that he documents what's going on in Palestine or whatever.
100%.
And he's talked about that before. Like,
and do you know I rate him? Because he encourages it.
yeah.
I couldn't believe that he will not agree with his children, but he will encourage them to come with a proper argument and evidence and fact, and then bring it back to me. And guess what? I might change my mind.
100%, because I think his thing
made me go, wow.
His thing might actually be, regardless of whether we agree or not. Right, imagine man's praising Piers Morgan. It's nuts.
Listen, you can find a way to praise anyone.
But that's why, you know what? When you are able to do that, you are certified in that still. Because that's one of the reasons why I was actually watching some of his shit, because there is actually, like...
He does his job.
Yeah,
whether
he
you
was
like
doing
it
a
or
job.
not,
Anyway,
he
I
does
don't
his
even want to
job.
get into all of that.
But
But I think, even though he may not even be trying to do this, and this might not be his actual teaching, sometimes it's about teaching the child on what is right and what is wrong, and not just it being about, well, because I said so, that you should just believe it. If you believe something is right, stand on it and have enough argument to back that and have a basis on that and we can have a conversation about it. Don't just believe me because I'm your parent. What do you think is right or wrong? And let's have a conversation about it. So he encourages them to be like that.
The only thing I didn't
But
like,
I don't know if that's him being a good parent, by the way.
I don't
just
like the fact that he says have an opinion on everything. I don't feel like you should have an opinion on everything. Some things you're just not qualified to have an opinion on because you haven't lived that life. You don't know anything about it. Am I going to have an opinion?
Sometimes shut your ass, Clark Mott.
Not everyday
Trust
chatting.
me. And sometimes bring guests on and just let them speak. You know what I mean? You don't have to agree with everything, but just let them speak. Sometimes I see in his eyes, he does this one thing that my friend does here, where it's like, he has a guest on, and it's like, I'm bringing you on so you can say your side of the story. But they're saying their side, but in his eyes, you can see he's not paying attention. He's just got this thing in his head that he just needs to say. So this person will say a very plausible thing, but he didn't listen to that. He just wants to say this was here. And it's like, that's not having a good conversation, my GG.
At all. And I think that's a massive problem in today's society. The fact that people see things and go, that's easy, I do it, I can go and do it. I remember watching Dennis Bergkamp take the ball down from 80 yards in the World Cup 98 from a Frank de Boer pass. I then asked my friend to do it numerous times, and out of 20 attempts, I think I got it half. So no, it's not easy. But because talking is something everybody does, they'll see a podcast and go, I want to talk. That looks easy. Until you're like Noah Schnapp, the boy from a great show that I love to watch. He did say, you either stand with Israel or you stand with terrorism. It shouldn't be a difficult choice. Shame on you. And that's the problem with talking. If it's not something you're trained in doing quite consistently to a high level, unfortunately, you say dumb statements like that. I also have a theory that actors are so far removed from themselves because their whole lives they've played other people. So this nigga don't even know who the hell he is. So what do you do when this situation happens? I suggest you throw away the shovel, get your people involved, and let's start doing some, safety measures, risk assess the situation. The last thing you should do is keep talking. But what did this little wanker do?
Keep talking.
Hey guys, it's Noah. I just wanted to come on here super briefly just to discuss everything that's been going on online. I feel like my thoughts and beliefs have been so far misconstrued from anything even close to what I believe. And I wanted to...
So you think it's been misconstrued? I'm just going to read what you said. You either stand with Israel or you stand with terrorism. Basically, Noah, just in case you're unaware of what you said, because you said it, you've made life black and white. You've left no area for a grey patch. So you're basically saying, if you're not with us and Israel, you're a terrorist. That is part of the problem, my friend. You have now made yourself part of the problem. Shut up. Just shut up. Don't feel under pressure to talk about these things because everyone's doing it. Some people are well versed. Noah, I love you on Stranger Things. I love you on Stranger Things. Don't deviate from that. It's that you. It is that you. Now, M.R is another individual that is talking and getting in a few problems. I first saw him on Let Me Land. Shout out Lippy. Absolutely incredible. By the time he made it to the wind up king, the man that can wind you up without even speaking, Mr. Young Spray, he was then trying to fight his case saying, I'm not more Jamaican than you. I'm just loving Jamaica and rare. Well, I blame one man for all of this in the first place. And it's an old school film. And there's a man that played a role of an individual that came to collect you after you died. His name, Brad Pitt.
No, Mama. Won't be a man. I'm going to die. Mama, stop it. It's just a man. What's Sophia? Bad spirit. She just thought fever. She don't mean nothing. Please help us. Of course. No, be a sister. No devil, no dopey.
What did Brad...
be irie.
What? Brad Pitt said everything gonna be irie in a Jamaican accent. That's M.R's clear idol. Oh, you know I love you. Don't take it to heart, because guess what? Home is where the heart is. You don't take everything home, so nobody take this to heart.
Right then.
All right. I've got one more here. Chuckie, sometimes I wonder, is it me? Sometimes I wonder, is it me, Chuckie? Is it me? Because when people conduct themselves in a dirty way, for example, we say, oh, that girl's dirty, she sleeps with loads of people. People go, don't do that. She should be allowed to do what she wants. And when I say to you, Mia Khalifa is dirty, I don't want you not to jump to the conclusions that I'm speaking about sex. I'm not talking about that. Let's take a look at this clip right here. This is Mia Khalifa.
Reason why Mia Khalifa's boyfriend doesn't kiss her.
She picked up some shit.
His bitch
dog shit.
Picks up shit with her mask and puts it back on. She do be kind of resourceful though.
That's right. What? Mia Khalifa picked up shit with her mask only to put it back on. That's why I say she's disgusting. It has nothing to do with her sexual activity. I am an advocate to say, you go and do that, darling. Settle up. I enjoy settling up. But as far as putting shit in your mask and then putting it back on, I can't lie to you. That doesn't feel right.
That's correct. That can't be real.
See, that's how bad it is. You start saying it can't be real. I'm afraid it can be real. We're going to end with one story. And quite frequently I come here and I say we should close America for numerous reasons. And there is multiple reasons to close America.
Fucking forgot to pay parking again.
I mean, one reason why you forget is because Chuckie forgot to pay parking.
Sorry, go on.
It's alright, man. Sorry, can't buy soldiers lorry. But this is why you should close America.
I went and had an Uber pick me up. He was super hot. So I was like, hey, like, do you want to have sex? And he pulled over and he was like, totally, right? And then he sucked, right? He sucked.
He was scared.
So I got out of the vehicle and then I complained and was like, so I wouldn't have to pay. So then this other Uber driver pulls up and then I tell him about the experience and I'm like, I just fucked my last Uber driver and he was so shitty, you know, I had to cancel. I didn't say like some bullshit happened, you know, so I didn't have to pay. And this guy's like, okay,
sorry.
cool, like, well, do you want to like give me a blowjob? And I was like, okay, sure, why not? And then I give him a blowjob all the way from LA to Huntington Beach. It was a really fucking long time.
Like an hour.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
to
a
be
long blowjob. It was a long blowjob. And then I got out of the car and he's like, don't worry, I won't charge you. And then the motherfucking charged me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That was the last time I fucked an Uber driver. I was like, y'all fuckers.
Wait, you ruined it.
What were you getting?
So hear what I'm saying now.
Please, Chuckie.
I hear him on the not nutting thing because I think I'd find it really difficult to nut driving. So I could probably get neck for a long period of time. Could probably get a good top for a good hour and a half. In the whip, I definitely could do that. But yeah, this.
Does he want to smirk?
Yeah, I definitely could do that. But this stinks. But honourable shout out to the Uber driver, innit? What, you just got a quick neck on the thing?
And this is why I want to give.
And
this
I could
girl
imagine.
a
I'm not even going to.
I have to give this girl a howler, and this is the reasons why. And praise the Uber driver. This girl has believed that her exterior and what you can see is the opportunity for her to have whatever she wants in life. And in an hour and 45 minutes, she realized that wasn't true. So girls of the world, I want you to realize we're going to war and they need people to get involved.
Right.
So how big your ass is, how big your tits is, and whether you got some lipo in about 5 years ain't gonna mean shit when the top of your house looks like a convertible. So let's just start taking our head out of superficial bullshit and put it back into reality. Shout out Mos Def, my bad.
Well, hear what I'm saying as well.
Did you watch Mos Def?
No.
You haven't seen what he said?
No.
I have to put this in. I have to put this in. Mos Def is arguably one of the most incredible human beings that's ever lived. So Mos Def, I was meant to say it last week, but I didn't say it. Everyone was calling him a hater for his comments about Drake. Did you see what Mos Def said about Drake?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So he started talking about shopping. He started relating Drake stuff to shopping. But then I think I sent it to you, Chuckie. I'm almost certain I sent it to you, actually, for you to watch. Because I was very, very interested in what he said. And I don't want to do what EA Sports done. Bless you. And start telling man that we're going to have to talk listen to something for 5 minutes. But I do want to forward a part.
I was cracking up.
The interview is absolutely incredible. I didn't send it to Chuckie. Did I quote tweet it?
I'm looking at your likes right now.
No, I'm sure I quote tweeted it because I said my bad. So if you go to my Twitter, sorry about this, people. I know for individuals in the audio world, they're probably thinking, Poet, you're taking too long. I can't find it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link on my Twitter. Go to my Twitter, I'll tweet the link. But it's Mos Def speaking about the significance of music today and Drake. And all he was basically saying, I'll sum it up, is we can call Drake all of the things that we want, but the premise of hip hop was for a particular type of reason. So you have to ask yourself, and these are the hip hop purists. You have to ask yourself after all this time, when in 20 years time, 30 years time, when Drake retires and it's all over, what will you say about Drake? We know what you say now. And not just to pin this on Drake, loads of musicians that you listen to and you join now. When you think about the fact that I haven't heard some artists for a long period of time, but I have big things to say about them, will that still be the case for every single artist I hear today and I celebrate and I love? And I think the love that I have for past artists, the equivalent today will not be the same. So say, for example, I only like 10 artists from the past. Today I'm going to like 5.
Yeah, maybe even less than that.
Maybe even less than that. And it's purely because of Mos Def, the things that he was saying. He said in so many songs from some of the artists back in the day, real issues were always addressed. And if real issues weren't addressed within it, outside of it, man then was showing you who they were. So they use the example of Jay-Z. He don't have to tell you anything on Big Pimpin'. But when he's letting man out of prison, when he's making Black Man do the halftime show, when he's doing the 444 album, he's not completely compromising who he is just for a bit of fun. Even up until the other day, he's still doing stuff for his community. And there's so many of the artists. DMX used to do it every single album. He had a prayer. There are so many people that do it.
The only thing is, so I'm with you all the way.
And I'm not saying Drake ain't gonna have to,
with Jay, for example, obviously, Jay is nearly 60, so you would think that at this stage in his life, he would be
100%.
You get what I'm saying?
But then I think Jay-Z, to a certain extent, has always had some type of substance. On the Dynasty album, he had a song called Daddy Where You Been. That's a real life song. Okay, he lied and said his dad wasn't around, but Beanie Siegel gives you one of the best verses ever. Beanie Siegel's crying on that song. That's, to me, hip-hop. Like, just the real of what's happening. I'm not saying Drake's not doing that, but I ask people nowadays,
remember
ask
what
yourself.
People used to say about Jay-Z, though? People used to say that all he ever talked about was money and this and stunting on the community and that. And like, now I think time has gone by, and people have started to look back and say that, or maybe it wasn't always that. But
Jay-Z brought in more people than people that said that about Jay-Z. They just take that finger and point themselves, look in the mirror. Jay-Z had Rockefeller. He brought in Memphis Bleak. He brought in Beanie Siegel. He brought in the whole of Dipset from Cameron, Jim Jones, and Joel Santana. He had Sean. That he had I don't even want to get into what Jay-Z done.
The argument might be to say that he didn't do that. Cameron did.
No,
Not Cameron.
Jay-Z and Dame did
Dame
it.
Dash did it.
But I'm still making myself an extremely big what have you, and I hear where you're coming from, alongside someone that I've agreed.
Because they would say that was part of the reason why they're just not even cool anymore.
I take a look at Dame's behaviour and I go, I think there's a couple of other reasons, to be fair. But I hear where you're coming from. That can definitely be part of it.
I mean, there's always arguments.
There's always arguments. But yeah, Mos Def was basically saying that some of the artists today, they don't follow the principles of hip-hop and so on and so forth, which I think is very similar in this country as well. And in 20 years' time, am I going to look at you the way I look at Kano today? Am I going to look at you the way I look at Gets today? Or Gigs? Some of the artists today, I'm sorry, I won't. I know I'll look at Dave like that.
I will say that I will look at Drake like that, but I will say that I won't look at... I don't think I will be looking so much at his newer stuff like that.
So you're
saying what I'm saying? So like
Drake.
where he's at today, I accept where he's at today.
Yeah.
I do. I accept it. But I also just accept that more time where he's at today isn't necessarily for me. And that happens. Do you get me? The thing is, which I've said before, I actually can't even be too mad at that because for so many years, he has given me what I've wanted. So if I want it, I can actually go back to it if I want to. But now I can't be too mad because he's now trying to do the young thing or whatever it is that he's trying to do. It's just that he's at a place that I'm not particularly where he's at. So now when time does go by and I think about Drake, I know the era of where I'm going to come back to. I know the emotional connections that I'm going to think about and like reminisce on and all of that. I know that bit. It's just this bit here is not for me. It's not for me.
It's interesting. Leave comments. Tell me what you think. Where, as being a Jamaican, that I like to remind you, like every single week, we have this thought because we have artists that we still listen to today, like they just come out yesterday, purely because the message and the things that they're saying within their music still relevant today. So therefore, they've left something behind. I want to ask you, lot, listen to a lot of the music that you listen today. How important will it be? In
none of that. A lot of that shit is here today, gone tomorrow. Isn't that in a Drake thing as well, by the way? Yeah, pound cake. Yeah, that's funny. It's ironic. With Jay-Z. Mad.
Crazy!
but you know what? Ironically, as we're here, just very quickly,
Yeah.
We didn't get to talk about it too much, and maybe we'll talk about it another time if it continues to keep going, but the Steph London and the Jada Kingdom thing, you know, like, I'm only going to go from one angle because we're not going to go and dissect this whole thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, when this thing started to happen, I was excited. And I'll tell you why I was excited. Because I love Steph, you know. Yeah, I think Steph is so sick at what she does. I think her potential is so through the roof. But I get so disheartened with her because I hold her to such a high regard that the music that she has been given and the vibe that she's been given has just been so way off it. Like, so far from what you know she can do. Yeah, like it's shockingly far from it. So when this started to happen, I said, you know what? Now this is maybe what she needs.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
She needs a bit of fire.
Come
in her
outside
belly,
now. Yeah, come outside. What is this? What you're on? Let's do that. Do you know what I mean? When I heard her on the Dirty Money rhythm, I said, yeah, look how she's riding the rhythm and that. I heard Jada's thing, and obviously, this was just the first ones and that. But when I heard Jada's thing, I was like, Jada isn't better than Steph.
No.
But she's saying some more venomous stuff.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
And the whole thing about clashing, I think, unless you're doing like, I don't know, it for Smack DVD or something like that, you have to understand it lives and exists outside that 3 minute, 14 seconds of that track.
Yeah.
What else are you doing?
Yeah.
So as an overall package, Jada Kingdom's behavior outside made me like a diss track even more.
Yeah.
I just liked it even more. Do you know where I'm coming from? So, yeah, man. When you're warring, you have to be reckless.
And let's not interfere, like, until it, hopefully, and I'm sure it won't, it's not going to get to a point of fighting and this, that, and the fourth and whatnot. Let them go and do their thing, man. But I was on the plane and I started hearing about this one's interfering, talking about that they should stop doing it and the ladies should stop doing it. Listen, stop that. Yeah? Let them go toe to toe for a minute. Allow them to do that. Allow them to just get it off. Do you know what I mean? It's a little moment. You know, we interject and we interject when it's serious. If this person is warring that person, this side gets that side, you know what I mean? Like, for example, a famous one, which was Movado and Vibes Cartel. Obviously, that got to a thing where that was, like, you know, they had to literally sit them down. You know what I mean? What? Yeah, man, that was a thing. They had to sit them down because the areas now people started killing each other. It started to become a really big thing. So it was almost like that peace little conversation thing that they had. They did it publicly and that. How it ended up being after that, I'm not quite sure. But That's when you need to start interjecting. For
100%.
now, what if this is what over a man? Let's be clear. But elements of it is that let them do their thing, man. But just don't overly do it, because we don't want to be hearing diss records for the whole year and 2 years and 3 years, and not unless they're really good.
Diss records are attention seeking. The moment they ain't getting attention, they don't have to worry about them no more. So like, it's not really down to them. It's down to us. So,
and also, just with Vibes Cartel and Movado, for example, right now, TJ and Valiant look like they've got something going on.
They've got something going in.
But see, like, just going to the most famous one, it's like, that was one of my favourite eras in dancehall, by the way. But them man had diss records, but them tunes were like really big in the dances and that as well. So that's why it didn't get boring. Because them man, these were hits in a sense.
Can I also say as well, Steph said something about there being lies. Let me tell you something right now. Baba boy, don't run. I couldn't tell you if it's a Baba. I don't know, but I don't care.
No, I don't care.
We are the last man standing. I don't know what he did for his profession or what have you. It doesn't matter. It's entertainment. I'll be entertained, yes. No one's going to believe the things that are sold for forever, but for this present moment in time, to make it hot, yeah, man. And one more person that shouldn't get involved, please. Please. Because we're the same complexion, especially me in winter. Sean Paul. Just allow it, my guy, man. And especially, you know what it is, Sean Paul? First of all, you got 2 first names. And I love you. I have to say, I love you. But secondly, bro, your reasoning for not wanting to get involved was saying that your daughter don't need to hear it. Big man, switch off the Wi-Fi. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why should now everything stop because your daughter can't hear it?
Strong.
Come on, man. And I hear your message. You're like, the women need to stop. But, brother, war is war. Well, I got the keys to the car. Come on, man. Shout out section words.
I'm not going to hold them to a different standard in this sport. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Just do your thing.
If it was 2 men fighting, arguing, like you said, it stops when they have to go to sit them down for peace. But apart from that,
yeah.
And they're arguing about a guy that's on holiday with another girl. Like, come on, man. We're good, man.
Yeah, there you go.
We're good, man.
All right, listen. Thanks for listening, everyone, yeah? Love.